Dun. Like relax, bro. Y'all be OD with this sometimes, man. It's crazy. How you feeling, Mars?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm ready to talk basketball on this
Mm.
Christmas run up. Is that what you
Mm-hmm.
call it? The lead up to Christmas.
Uh, Christmas Eve.
Yeah, the eve of Christmas
Mm.
Eve.
Yeah, Christmas
It,
Eve.
yes, that.
Yo, Merry Christmas to all you guys, all you casuals out there, bro. It's a good time, bro. Spend the time with your family. Love your family, bro. It's awesome, bro. Merry Christmas to you, Mars. It's always good, man, to see you. It's been a
Merry
good year.
Christmas to you too.
Thank you, man. Should we get emotional up here now or later?
As everyone knows, I'm a very emotional person. I can get emotional whenever we need to.
Okay. We'll do it later then. We'll do it later, bro. Listen, I see all you chatters over here talking about cooking Mars about this like Kobe and AI disrespect. I'm kind of curious for that. So if you coming up here, have your camera ready. Bring the heat, please. Please. So we could start off with that. He's actually in here right now, so that's dope. But the main topic of the video is Luka Doncic will finish his career as a top 10 player all time. And Mars, I don't know if you watched the show when I said this to Shaq, because I said this like a long time ago. Do you remember that or no?
Um, Not off the top of my head, but I wouldn't be surprised that you said something like that.
Yeah, and then I got laughed at and shit for saying that he definitely has that potential. That's why I say he has top 10 potential. Then I was getting laughed at for saying that. But Dub just keeps getting proven right time and time again, bro. So it is what it is, man. I love it. Love to see it. People hate on it, but you feel me? You can't you can hate all you want, but when you right, you right. And majority times I'm right. So you feel me? We just gonna do that shit. All right, you ready to allow the masses up here, man?
Indeed, that's what we're here for.
Uh, Sparse. I'm sorry, I can't really. I would love to, but rules are rules. I need you guys to have y'all camera up here, man. Sorry about that, brother. Uh, but it's probably like one person where I allow it, and that's probably Ace Sturdy, just because we know Ace Sturdy. So, okay, what's good, fellas? How y'all feeling today?
What's
Yo,
good?
Happy holidays, everybody.
yeah,
Merry
holidays,
Christmas.
man.
Merry
Merry
Christmas, everyone.
Christmas. I am right a lot in the bill. I'll pull out the receipts later, not today. Later, later.
Unless it's Rudy
I,
Gobert. Yeah, you're right quite often.
I was right about
You weren't right
Minnesota
about the
not
you
being
weren't
good.
right about the Jazz defense. I'll say that. You wasn't right about the Jazz defense. But other
That
than that,
was a mistake.
that was a
That was
terrible
a that
mistake.
was a mistake. That was a misread. You feel me? That was different. I was like, wow. I was mad at myself after that. But feel me, it is what it is. Uh so yeah, Marlo has some beef with you, Mars, about Allen Iverson and Kobe Bryant. I would love to hear your gripes, Marlo, that you have with Mars.
Mars. So you still think Curry? You said there's a big gap between Kobe and Curry offensively. You really
Y-
believe that?
yes, I said Curry's offensive peak to me is clearly higher than Kobe's offensive peak. Yes.
Okay. So when Kobe's peak was 35 points per game in 2006,
Hmm.
and he got his team the sixth best record in the Western Conference with Kwame Brown, Smash Parker, and Luke Walton in his starting lineup.
Hmm.
Curry's peak offensively, 32 points a game. 2021 got his team the eighth best record in the West. Didn't make the playoffs. Lost in the play-in.
Hmm.
So, and then also you want to throw out there this: the average points per game for NBA teams when Curry averaged his 32 in 2021 was 112 points a game. When Kobe averaged 35 points a game, the average points per game for an NBA team was 97.
Okay.
So I mean, how is there a gap? If there's a gap offensively, it looks like it's in Kobe's favor.
Oh, so I just want to make sure I'm understanding. Offense to you is scoring.
Yeah, and if you want to bring in efficiency, Curry field goal percentage 48%, Kobe's 45%. So there's
That's
a
not that's
three
that's okay.
percent.
That's not efficiency, but carry on.
Okay, well, I mean, what is it?
That's accuracy. That's not efficiency. But also, I just wanted to make sure when you say
Okay, accuracy.
offense, scoring is offense to you, because all you did was talk
Yeah.
about points per game scoring. I've
Oh, yeah,
never, I've
scoring.
never
Thank you,
implied,
Nabil. Thank you, Nabil. My bad, boss.
I've never implied that Steph is a better scorer than Kobe Bryant because I don't think he is. So this whole argument you're making, I believe Kobe Bryant is a better scorer than Stephen Curry. I said offensive
Oh,
player. There's more to offense than scoring. But if you judge offense as solely scoring, I could see where the disconnect is. Efficiency is not field goal percentage. Steph Curry is way more efficient than Kobe Bryant. The accuracy is, I guess, close enough. But when Steph takes 12 threes, Kobe takes about 5 or 6. The efficiency is gonna obviously clear in Steph's favor. But yes, I do believe Kobe Bryant is a better scorer than Stephen Curry because Kobe Bryant to me is a top 5 scorer of all time. But to me, Steph Curry is one of the 5 best offensive players of all time, and Kobe Bryant isn't. So that's I guess that explains the disconnect between offense and scoring that we seem to have.
Who's above Kobe?
I think MJ is clearly a better scorer. I think LeBron James is a better scorer. I think Shaq at his peak is a better scorer.
MJ's a
And then
better
Kobe
scorer
is
than
my
who?
fourth. Kobe Bryant.
I mean, you said LeBron's a better scorer than who?
Kobe Bryant.
Mars. No.
Nah,
He
you-
is. This is dumb.
No,
There's
we're
no,
not.
there's
I
no
know you,
argument
but
for having
I
Kobe
know
above
you
LeBron.
believe
None.
LeBron isn't a top
No,
10
no, no.
scorer ever. We're never going to agree.
Finish the list. I want to hear the
There's
rest of the list.
no, there's
Yeah,
no
I have Kobe. I have
argument,
Kobe
Dub,
at
that you
4. I have
for
MJ, Bron, Shaq, Kobe. That's the top 4. Well, it would be Kareem,
Okay,
but
okay.
I'm going modern era. But Kareem would be above Kobe too. So it'd
Dub,
be
why
MJ,
do you have
Bron,
Kobe
Kareem,
above LeBron in scoring? I gotta hear this.
He has Carmelo above LeBron. So
Insane.
Whoa, hold on, hold on.
Carmelo.
Insanity.
We're not gonna talk
I
about
think he's
that.
talking about in the sense of Carmelo can score at every level.
So can LeBron.
that's what it is. It's
Not like-
versatility. It's
Yeah,
versatility.
like-
That's
That's what it
100% versatility.
But like
But
Carmelo
even
can like, take you in the paint and everything. He's
uh,
more versatile in terms of scoring. Is that what you're trying to allude to?
talking about me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, 100%. No, that's 100% accurate. Yeah, but I mean, even if I do dumb it down to like Mars's logic and stuff, um, I don't see how Kobe Bryant. I think it's up with efficiency, right? That's the reason why you have LeBron as a better scorer with the playoff riser and then how many points per game, right? And
I mean, the
efficiency.
volume is pretty comparable.
I was about to
And
say
the-
he has
and the
volume and
efficiency-
efficiency
And the efficiency is highly in LeBron's favor. So I'd have
By
to
how much?
value.
a lot.
I've done this before. I might still have it somewhere that I can just find it real
Bron's
quick.
about
It's
a
like
3-point
it's
shooter
like
too. for
Look,
career.
listen, look,
I don't
Dub,
think LeBron's a better 3-point shooter than Kobe. By the way,
I do.
but-
He has better distance, and I think if he at volume, he probably shoot a higher percentage of the equal percentage. And LeBron's without a doubt the best driver of the basketball of all time. So I don't
That's
know.
I think that's true. That's
Giannis has an argument there.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
Trust,
LeBron
trust
can
me,
get-
he doesn't. You think he does, but he doesn't. He really
Nah,
doesn't.
LeBron.
It's
got it.
LeBron. Like, bro, he's at year 20. Do you see how he's still bro? It makes no sense, bro.
LeBron can get a book.
the gap in efficiency is about 5-6% in LeBron's favor, and the
Bron got a
volume
better
is
handle than
damn
Giannis,
near the
so,
same.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Now,
favor him.
is that like compared to the league average as well or no?
Yes, and that's at their peaks. That's not their whole careers. I use their peaks because that's
Mhm.
how I do it. But yeah, it's pretty clear
Yeah,
cut in LeBron's favor.
this is where me personally, like, I'm fine with people using efficiency. I just can't think that that's the end all be all. I think even though LeBron may be a more efficient, like you said, 5%. Like, what's the number? What's the real number?
You want regular season or postseason?
Postseason.
It's
Oh, it's even worse. Don't do that, Dub.
no
Don't do that,
Bron's
Dub.
peak in the postseason. He scores at I would say it's basically the same rate. Bron slightly ahead, and the efficiency is 4.1%.
4.1%.
7.5 to 3.4.
This is where I say, like, that's why I say, like, when we're talking about having the efficiency argument, I'm fine if you are gonna use it for your favor and everything like that, and use it to determine like how good these guys are in scoring. And I'm fine if you want to have LeBron as a top 10 or like top 5 scorer. Just me and my personal opinion, there needs to be a line drawn. And just using efficiency to try to put LeBron over Kobe Bryant, in my opinion, is just something that I just would never do and that just would never accept because there's more things that goes into scoring than just efficiency, you know?
What's your
Kobe
No,
take?
Bryant,
if we were to list all the aspects of scoring and do like every aspect of scoring, LeBron's gonna win more of those aspects than Kobe will. He just
no,
will.
he won't.
Yeah,
Not
so
all
he
that.
will.
Kobe's a more versatile and for sure more skilled scorer, but at the same like what you're producing
It don't
matters,
make up the difference.
which is why I have Shaq so high on my scoring because there's no versatility from Shaq.
Nah, Shaq is fine.
But
I could live with Shaq because Shaq is even LeBron. Like LeBron and Shaq has dominance. You feel me? Like they're dominant. They're dominant figures, which is why they're such good scorers as well. Uh, but just Kobe Bryant, in my personal opinion, not having him top three, in my opinion, is just kind of wild to me. Just because, like I said, bro, what he provides, man, on the versatility aspect, he's still a good efficient scorer as well in a tough era of basketball as well to be an efficient scorer. And LeBron's efficiency really exploded mainly when he had the pieces to allow him to
That's
be a.
not true. That's a lie.
You're talking about 3-point shooting, right?
That's
Yeah,
a lie.
what
Like
you mean?
all these things, a lot of these narratives about LeBron scoring, his lack of jump shot, all this shit, him even getting compared to Ben Simmons in terms of coming into the league without a jump shot, completely disrespectful.
Well,
And just
I've never heard
Mars,
anybody
Mars,
say
Mars,
that.
Mars. What's LeBron's? You're using LeBron's most efficient time when he was on Miami, right?
well, I'm using his first MVP year in Cleveland up until his last year in Miami, so it's like a 5-year stretch.
I thought you do peaks by 3 year.
I do anything 3 years is the minimum.
the thing is, if you do 3 years, LeBron has mad peaks. Like what you're going to take.
Yeah, and I always tend to favor the larger sample size because if you're doing playoffs especially and you have a 3-year peak, for a lot of players that might only be like 25 games. LeBron is an exception because he goes to the finals every time he's in the playoffs, but most players it's kind of hard to use only a 3-year sample, so I try to extend it. But
So do you use a
it
5
would
year
be more efficient for LeBron just in Miami.
just in Miami? Do you use Kobe 5 year as well?
Yeah, I used Kobe 5-year peak, but it was hard to use because I wanted to use the years post Shaq, but he missed the playoffs the first year, so I had to use 2011, which I think might hurt Kobe's case because he wasn't as efficient in 2011.
One of Kobe's peak scoring years was 2001. He averaged 28 points per game in 2001, so you have to include that year.
LeBron averaging that right now. That's what I'm saying. Like,
well, when I'm
yeah, but
peaks,
Kobe was doing it on a championship team. LeBron is doing it on like a 15 seed.
he didn't
Yeah,
have.
but
When I use
Yeah,
peaks,
LeBron
I
always
have to find a cutoff point somewhere. I think Kobe's prime started in 2001, but it's hard for me to use a 10, 12 year peak, especially when I think Kobe was just a clearly better player in the later years. I could, yeah, but I wanted the extra sample size. But 06 to 010, it would still be LeBron's favor in volume and efficiency in the playoffs. It wouldn't make much difference. I just got more games, so it's the
Kobe's
same.
cooked either way,
argument.
basically.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm still having Kobe Bryant. I'm still having Kobe Bryant.
I think you're just biased to that type of style of basketball, to be honest, Dub.
LeBron hasn't had the
It's
scoring
not
outbursts.
it's not even that style of basketball. The only reason, I'm not gonna lie, Mars, it sounds like to me the main reason why you're having LeBron over Kobe is mainly because of efficiency, right?
I mean, I've spoke about this on the panel. I think LeBron being the best transition scorer I've ever seen, the best finisher of the basketball I've ever seen, having when I'm using these samples, he developed his post game, so that wasn't a weakness for anymore. That's why he was able to counter teams in the later years of Miami. He had an outside shot, so the drop coverage wasn't as effective as it used to be. All of that mixed with him scoring at the most efficient rate in the most efficient zone at the highest volume there could possibly be. That is why I have him so high on my scoring list. But it's not just efficiency. I just think he has a very well balanced scoring game.
100%. But no offense. The transition point, the transition scoring is not moving me. It's not. And
it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. But for me, it's
Dub. You know why you underrate it? LeBron's the only player I've seen. He could catch the ball and have 4 of the other team ahead of him, and it like LeBron was either a bucket, an and one, or a straight up foul.
Giannis does that too.
When I'm determining a better score, I don't look at transition scoring a lot. I honestly I barely look
all?
at transitions.
You
In
should.
the
I
half
barely.
in the half court, Kobe's clearly the better scorer.
Yeah, and the half court is mainly what I
I'd agree
look
with
at. Not
that. I'd agree with that,
transition
for sure.
scoring.
So
And don't
okay,
get me wrong, I
why
agree
do
with you.
why do you say he's better in the half court than LeBron? Like what's the indicator
know
you're
why.
using?
Mars, what are you talking? I mean, not Mars.
He has more
you-
ways to score.
Yeah, he has more ways to score. On top of
I
having
think
more ways to
offensively,
score.
LeBron's better in the half
On
court.
top of
and
having more ways to score, he did it at a pretty
Yes,
efficient level for his time as well. So, I mean,
But
that's exactly what I'm going.
I
off
mean,
of.
you would think
Wait,
playoffs.
wait,
You would
wait.
think playoff defense would try to take away your best aspects of scoring, and all I saw LeBron improve his inefficiency in the playoffs when the playoffs came around. Like he became a more efficient scorer, more efficient player, just more dominant.
The way you're judging it, Giannis is a better scorer than Kobe too. Then, right?
Giannis isn't a
Because Giannis does the same thing LeBron does on
That's
that
not
on them
true.
fast breaks.
Giannis isn't close to LeBron in efficiency.
Thank
And
you.
in the playoffs, his
Oh, what?
efficiency plummets because teams can actually
And jump
game
shooting
time
is
forward.
like
Well, that's only
That's
because
the
of his
big
free throw shooting. If
No,
Giannis's
it's
free
not.
throw
But then
shooting was
that
better,
hurts
he
his
would be the
scoring
same
too.
efficiency as LeBron.
But his free throw shooting
big
isn't
issue,
better,
though.
so he's not as good as LeBron.
And this is what I'm saying about the
Yeah.
misconception
I'm a
about
Giannis
LeBron's
fan, so you
skill
can't do
set and just being, he's big and strong, so therefore he's just like Giannis in skill set and ability on the perimeter. Giannis
But
is
you-
nowhere
you have
near
to look at
scoring
the
has
way
been
they're
limited
scoring.
in every postseason he's been in. Giannis scoring has been limited in every single postseason. Even the
You
year
have
they
to
won,
look at the way they're
was scoring
scoring. Like
limited.
LeBron is very efficient because he gets those same buckets that Giannis gets on them fast breaks and those
he
bully
can
ball
also shoot the
situations.
three ball.
Kobe wasn't doing that. Kobe methodically had to break the defense down. He wasn't able to just run over you like they do.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I don't think
that's
LeBron
an
gets-
unfortunate limitation. Like I
No,
said
so
with
wait,
Allen
wait.
Iverson's height, that's
LeBron
life.
is-
Some
So
people have more
what does
advantages
LeBron
and they
do?
use
What
them.
does LeBron do better than Kobe in terms of scoring? Like, what does he do better?
Drive
than
the
Kobe?
ball.
Finish,
No,
finish,
drive the
finish
ball.
at the
That's
finish
it.
at the rim and
The
get
same
to the
thing
rim.
Giannis.
Curry's a better
It's
free
not
throw
the
shooter,
same.
I'm just saying,
So
but-
y'all,
The
so
same
you
thing
think
Giannis
Giannis
does.
and LeBron have the same offensive game?
Not at
No,
all.
I'm saying Giannis. I'm saying
Yeah,
Giannis
Giannis
is better
has the
better
same-
than Kobe
yes,
at the
yes.
same things that LeBron is better than Kobe at, and
Yeah,
that's why
but
he's more
LeBron
efficient.
is
Giannis is
a
a
way
better
better
finisher
jump
than
shooter
Kobe,
than
that's about
Giannis. It's
it.
not even the same competition.
Yeah, like
Like,
that's disrespectful.
Why are we
to
talking
LeBron,
about
but like,
Giannis? Like,
like,
why are
I
we
love
talking about
Giannis,
Giannis?
but he's not
Anyway,
LeBron, bro.
He's not
LeBron's not a
the
better
conversation.
jump shooter than Kobe.
No one said that.
Wait,
No, it's
No,
not.
somebody did just
I'm
say
saying
that.
No, I
LeBron-
said
They
he's way
said
better
that.
jump shooter than Giannis. But if you
Yeah,
couple
yeah.
that jump shooting ability that LeBron has, it's not bad. It's above average, but it's not as good as Kobe's. With a excellent like tier 1, tier 0 driving ability in the paint, you get one of the best scorers of all time. I don't know what to tell y'all. Like the dude is
I'll
still
give
driving
you-
to the hole,
I'll
getting
give
past
you-
people in
yeah.
year 20.
I'll give you one of the best scorers of all time. I mean, Mars knows how I feel about that, but I'll give everybody one of the best scorers of all time. We're just talking about Kobe though. This is just Kobe Bryant. You feel me? Like Kobe's just a different animal, in my opinion.
Where do you have Kobe as a scorer? Is it above Mike?
Yeah. Nah, it's two. Like it's Mike and Kobe and then KD. And some days I may put Kobe Bryant over Mike. Some
there
days.
aren't 2 or 3 better scorers than Kobe Bryant all time. Not 2 or 3.
There's two at least.
I'll give you at least 2 or 3.
I'm
Not
taking
more.
MJ, Bron, and Shaq. That's me. And I'm taking Kareem too. But
And that's understandable. I can give
Is
you
KD
that.
in
but
there?
More than 2 is
Is
crazy.
KD is one spot behind Kobe. So Kobe's 4 or 5, depending on if Kareem.
The
gets
problem with
ranked.
KD,
Then it's
you don't have
KD,
the upper.
and then it's like Dirk Nowitzki.
Football. I do
Steph,
not
and
want
those
to
guys.
talk to you about KD.
No, the problem about KD's his no. I'm not being completely honest, and this reflects by his track record. His upper scoring limit, he don't have like the career high. Like he don't have the volume in terms of as like for instance, if I was like I need someone to get 60 tonight, Kobe's more likely to get 60 than KD is.
Kobe's more
He's
likely to get
gonna
60
take
than
1,000
LeBron.
shots. He's
True.
gonna take 1,000 shots to get there.
Yeah.
Well, I think
He's
LeBron.
gonna
Can,
take-
I think
LeBron's
LeBron
had
can
60
do it.
once. LeBron's had 60
Yeah,
once.
Kobe's at 60 like
LeBron's
what?
at
Kobe
60,
did it
but
like
at least
6
I know he
times.
can- I know at least I know
Yeah,
LeBron can do it. KD's never hit 60.
Because he'll take like
KD's
20
concerted
shots
with
and
the
make like
shots, though.
15.
Like,
That's
doesn't
not
like take a lot
true.
of shots.
And okay, again, there's reality and narrative. So in that one of those games in the series against the Bucks, the game where he scored 40 and everyone gave him a lot of credit for it, that was like the most. He took like 40 shots to get 40-something points. It's not like it was super
Give
efficient.
you that,
Oh,
give you that, give you
man.
that.
I'm not gonna lie. The fact y'all putting James over Kobe because of transition is crazy.
That's
And
not
then
what we
another
said.
thing,
That's
like
not what we said. That's not what
That
we
is
said.
so
Watch
Nah,
Kobe.
that's a small
Is
part.
Kobe-
That's a small part.
Nah, that's a big part.
Oh,
That was
so
a
you
big
so
Dub.
so so
Dub,
Dub,
That's
Dub.
what helps his efficiency.
Dub,
It's
this
like
is what I'm
30%.
saying.
It's like 30.
You're the same guy who will say the guy who's the current number one scorer of all time won't be able to fit in today's era. And now the guy who has the most playoff points of
That's
all
not
time,
what I
LeBron
said.
James,
That's not what I
is worse
said.
scorer than Kobe
You know
Bryant.
what's
You
so
got it,
funny?
bro.
You know what's
Dub.
so funny? You
You
know what's
got it,
so
bro.
funny? You know what's so funny? My words always get twisted up to mean something that is not time and time again, which is hilarious to me.
What
I
did I
say
twist?
I say Kareem can't dominate the same way he did in the 70s in today's day. And for some reason you got people active that say he can't play in today's day. I didn't
You
say that.
said because of athleticism, but Jokic is
I
out there
said I
smoking
said
the
he
Kareem
couldn't
water.
dominate. I said he could not dominate the same. And when you actually think about it, it's actually not that ridiculous, especially when you consider the fact the 70s was one of the weakest eras of basketball. On top of having
Right.
one of the weakest eras of basketball, the players just, in my opinion, just wasn't the caliber of what it was today. On top of that, they're putting rules in play where it actually takes you away from the post. It takes you away from the post and to dominate in the post. So I'm sorry, I don't expect a guy where the game changed from dominating the post to not dominating the post. I don't expect him to dominate in the 70s the same exact way in today's day.
Thinking
And there's
Kareem,
nothing
Kareem's
wrong with saying
overrated.
Is
that.
But
Pete Kareem the best
Dub,
player in the
can
NBA
I
right
ask
now?
Kareem's
Dub,
not
Dub, I got a
Kareem is
dominating.
question.
overrated, man. This is
Let me
crazy.
ask you a question, Dub. Am I right about this? Is Kobe the only player in NBA history to outscore an entire team by itself through 3 quarters?
I just
Kobe
watched
the
those
only
highlights.
person?
I
Probably.
just watched those
Well, in that
highlights.
game against
Maybe Wilt
Dallas.
did it back in the 60s. Maybe Wilt.
I don't want to hear nothing about Wilt, man. I don't want to hear Wilt.
Man has 60
Oh.
and 3/4 against over in Dallas. That's crazy, bro.
62, and Dallas only has 61.
Yeah, he outscored him in 3/4.
But
That's
I don't
but
think any other
honestly,
player has done that.
honestly,
I doubt
I
it.
hate stats like that. Even if it benefits my argument, I hate stats like that because we gotta understand, like, the league as a whole just wasn't scoring like that, so it's actually easier for a guy to do some shit
you
like
think
that.
that's not easy, bro? That
No, it's
Nah,
not.
the
It's,
defense
e-
was way
it's
That makes it
easy.
harder.
It's easy.
That's
It's
a lot of
easy.
lot.
Because
It
there's
is a lot.
less points being scored, so
Yeah.
you can theoretically it would be easier.
It's
but
hard. It's
It's
hard.
like,
Yeah,
Don't
but
get me
it's-
wrong.
I just
But
don't
it's
like
also
the
harder
argument
because
of
there's less
one
points being
game
scored.
arguments.
yeah, one.
I like because you
Well,
start
it's not
using those
just one game.
game
The year a year later, he had a 4-game stretch where he scored 50 plus 4 straight times, and 2 of them games was 60s.
True, but
I don't
as
like
far-
the
to speak-
argument of
to-
these tiny sample sizes.
to speak to
because that's why
LeBron's
Klay
score-
Thompson gets thrown into some
Like
discussions, 'cause he's the one game king.
Luka just had 74, right? Did he outscore the team at all in that game?
Who?
Lucas scored 74.
Oh
What?
shit, my bad. No, did he?
I was like,
Oh,
damn.
shit.
when
I'm
did
not-
I
If,
miss
Lu- if
this?
Luka had
74?
74,
What game
I
was
would have
that?
known about that. I would have known about that.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's-
I'm not gonna lie. I was breezing on Twitter one day, and then I seen that, so I may be wrong in that. I seen it
I know
today.
Devin
actually, and
Booker
I
had
didn't-
like 72.
I think the only active player who has 70 plus is Devin Booker.
Is
That's
Devin
my bad.
Booker.
That's my bad. Because I swear to God, I was bruising on Twitter and I seen that shit, and
I will
I
say
didn't
though,
bother
in,
double
in
checking.
terms of stretches of basketball,
But they lost that game. They lost that game. He scored 70.
It was a blowout. They weren't even
They
close
lose-
to
He was
it.
stat pad in that game too.
30 of those points were stat padding. But as far as like stretches and impressive stretches, I think Dub, you got to and you're a Miami fan, so I don't even know how you forget some of these
I'm tripping.
LeBron stretches in Miami, bro. These scoring stretches, like the efficiency and volume were stupid. There were stretches where he was averaging like 68% from the field, 30 plus over a span of like 15, like going crazy. So I don't know, man. Peak scoring
But LeBron-
is different, bro.
LeBron protects his field goal percentage though. It
You
be
know what
games where
happened?
they're losing.
And I'm not gonna lie, football. You want to know what happened? You want to know what happened? Like, so LeBron James in the regular season in Miami, it was like 40% from all across the board for the season. But then when the playoffs hit, he went back to his usual self, where it was under 40% from the mid range, under 40% from all the other side. I mean, and LeBron James, even though what happened is his regular season thing kind of got inflated because there was so much spacing, so he's really killing
Oh, this
everybody.
is crazy.
And when the playoffs
Do you
hit,
hate LeBron?
he
Just
came
come
back
on and
to-
say it, bro. Come on and say it, bro. 'Cause
This is
the way you
objective.
talk-
This is-
the
this is-
standard by which
Wha-
how
how
you
is it
grade
hate?
LeBron, you
How
do
is it
not use
hate?
the same with Kobe. I
How is
promise you don't.
Kobe was 40%.
I don't think it's hate to say LeBron benefited from spacing.
Yeah, he
I
did, but
don't
who
think
didn't?
that's hate.
He acts like he didn't. LeBron and Kobe didn't overlap and play one another multiple times. They played in the
Why
same-
is it hate? Why is it hate
All
when I
players
just sit
today
here and tell
benefit
the
from
truth?
this.
Why is
That's
it
what
hate
I'm
when I just
saying.
tell
Like,
the truth,
what's
bro?
going on? Kobe
That's-
and
You can't chase
LeBron
someone
played
based on
10 years
scoring.
in the same league together.
How is it hate if I'm just saying the truth?
But the same league that LeBron played in was the same league that Kobe played in for
Yeah,
years.
and Kobe did not go under 40%. Sometimes he did, but 40% from the mid
From
range.
just the
No,
mid
he did not.
range.
Yeah, I'll double check for you though. I'll bring up. The
But if I
numbers.
can always get to the hole and you can't stop me from getting to the hole, what's the point of taking a
But
mid range
that's
shot?
but you brought up Miami. Brought up about Miami and him playing this great all around game. But then when the playoffs came around, he just
He
wasn't
got
doing
more
that same
efficient.
way.
Wait, you know,
Dub, the
wait.
only way your argument is still valid is for guys like Giannis who still can't use that ability that they're using in the regular season to stay efficient and maintain that volume of scoring. If you can't stop me from doing what I need to do, and it's this end, no matter how limited it looks, if you can't stop me in the highest leverage moments, it doesn't matter. I'm
But
still a
that's
better
fun.
scorer than you.
But
They
funny.
can't
I'm
stop
not.
Giannis from
But
doing it
football.
either.
I'm not.
Yes,
I'm
they
not
can. What
I'm
you
not
mean?
taking.
He won a
I'm not
Nah,
taking that.
championship.
His efficiency does
They
go
can't
down in the
stop him, but
playoffs. Like
they
I'm
can
not
limit him.
taking,
They can limit him.
football. I'm not taking that away from him. I said before, if you want to have him up there as a top 5 guy, I'm fine with it. I
Yeah.
just don't. I won't accept Kobe Bryant. I won't accept him being over Kobe Bryant at all.
you
I
were
just
cool
won't.
with Shaq though, which is kind of weird, but okay.
Because it's
Oh,
like
my.
LeBron. Because Shaq is wild.
Shaq's like the one outlier when you have these versatility conversations. Like this Shaq, he's
That
kind of
dude
just
Y'all
just
know,
yeah.
bro, Dub, you do know LeBron's in the circle. Like there was a year or recent some of these years where he had stretches where his in the paint or in that circle efficiency was higher than Shaq's, right? You know that dude, right,
Mhm.
Dub?
Shaq never averaged
I don't
30
care.
points per game
Don't
for a
care.
You
season.
don't care. Of course you don't care.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm
LeBron
fine.
Larry
I'm
has
fine.
a better
Who's
efficiency
averaging 30
fine
after
with
him
you.
than
Listen,
Shaq
listen.
does.
I'm
for
fine with
full
you
stretches,
guys.
but you
I'm
don't care.
fine. I'm fine with you guys using efficiency in
Crazy.
your arguments. My point is, it cannot be the end all be all. I just won't accept that as the end all be all. And you want me to bring up the numbers for LeBron James in the playoffs? You know his Miami time from
Go
the mid
ahead.
range.
Why are you on? You're focusing. Who? Why are you focusing only on the mid range?
Well, his
Look at the
efficiency,
three-point percentage, man.
his
Look at the
efficiency's
three-pointers,
good.
man.
His efficiency's good. I'm not gonna say his efficiency's not good, but you're talking about this all around game. He takes this tremendous jump. In the regular season, his mid range was fine, but then in the playoffs, he went back to what he's been doing all year. So obviously, there's kind of an outlier here. So in 2011, from 5 to 9 feet, 35. 10 to 14, 35. 15 to 19, it was 43. 20 to 24, it was 34. I mean, it was 30 actually.
You can't
So
change someone's views who likes 3-level scoring. If he's valuing 3-level scoring over someone that can just drive to the basket, you're not going to change his ideas on that. His whole thing is
Shaq should be
if
a
I
top
can,
5 scorer on his list then.
if I
He
can,
should be.
if I can
Sorry.
score 3 different ways and you block me from scoring one way and I can still score another way,
They can't
like,
stop LeBron. The thing is, LeBron's become a scorer where he has very little, if any, flaws in his offense.
yeah, but he wasn't always like that though.
But why would you judge? Oh, neither was Kobe. What kind of argument is that? So you're gonna judge a guy when he came into the league versus when he was in his absolute prime? Judge Kobe scoring ability against 2018 LeBron. Who's the better scorer?
LeBron wasn't a great mid-range shooter for the majority of his career. I hope you know
So
that.
was Kobe always the scorer he was his whole
Kobe
career?
was always a good, a well-rounded 3-level scorer for his majority of his career.
but it got better, right?
It got better though, right? Like the argument you're using, you're taking someone at the beginning of their career and using that to explain the rest of their skill set.
Kobe-
That's how great
Kobe-
LeBron is, bro. That's
Kobe-
how great he is.
Kobe
They
was
judge him
good.
off his rookie
Kobe-
season. It's
Kobe
nasty.
was good. Kobe was good and was becoming great. LeBron was not good.
What
Like,
was
talk about
Kobe's
mid-range
first playoff game? Do you know what LeBron's first playoff game was? Do you know what his numbers were?
We're talking about 3-level scoring, right? That's what we're
LeBron's
talking
first
about,
playoff
right?
game, he was older than Kobe. Kobe was only 18. Kobe was only 18 years old. Kobe was only 18 years old for his
If
first
y'all
playoff
not-
game. How old was
We
LeBron?
don't care about age over here, bro. We hoopers, bro. We don't really care about hoops.
This
Okay,
is
right.
crazy. You're gonna judge LeBron off of his first the first version of him until instead
Not the
of
first version. This is
first
the version of him that even happened after Miami. So what are we doing?
So
You know, LeBron James was shooting under 40% for a very long time, even after Miami. From the
mid,
mid-range.
why are you only focused on the mid range? That's only
Because-
one part of
because
the
like-
that's one of the 3 levels.
I know it's one of the 3 levels.
Because
but
the
he's
point
using
y'all
it
was
because
made. No,
if he goes outside of it, he knows his
football.
argument falls
The
to-
point
falls apart.
which you said was You sat here and said out your mouth that LeBron doesn't have that many. He did not have that many weaknesses in
He
his game.
doesn't. Did you watch?
He did
Did
not.
you watch? Did you watch the game, or are you just going off of
That's the.
percentages?
That's the. Yes, bro. What are we doing?
So LeBron
It's
had.
the
So in
same.
2018,
It's the
LeBron's mid
same.
range was sub
Nah,
average.
2018 LeBron was wild. No, 2018 LeBron was wild.
What about 2020 LeBron? When he shot 60%
Yes, he wasn't
from the field in the finals against a
Man,
good
that
Miami
bubble year,
defense, he
that
shot
was
60% from the
bubble
field
year.
and
So
50%
the
from
When he
finals.
got
Come
4
on.
months,
Wait,
when he
wait,
got 4
the
months of a break before the
finals.
playoffs.
Wait, wait,
Oh,
wait.
yeah.
The
Come on.
like
finals.
everyone else
Wait,
did,
wait,
right?
wait. Listen
Like
to what he
everyone else
just said.
did, right?
The finals. Wait,
Bro,
wait, wait.
this is
The
crazy.
finals. The finals in the bubble
Yeah, that's
validates
crazy.
him as a
Finals.
mid-range shooter for the whole season.
Who's talking? I'm talking about scoring. You're the one who
That's what you.
distilled it
No,
down to
you just
mid-range
brought up.
shooting. You're
Wait,
the
wait,
one
wait.
who spoke
You
about
You just
mid-range
brought up.
shooting. This is
You
weird.
just brought up. Wait, no, no, wait,
This
wait,
is
wait. You
weird.
just brought up. We talked about LeBron and him being a 3-level scorer, and I said majority of the time throughout his career it wasn't like that. You bring up 2020, and instead of using the whole season, you use the playoff run where it was in the bubble where
We
a
can use the
lot of
whole
people
season.
were.
They were the first seed in the West, and he was balling. What are you
He
talking
was
about? It was
balling.
very
Nobody's
efficient.
taking it away. Why you think that I'm taking that away from him? He was balling. He was balling, right? We can all agree he was balling. He wasn't that good of a mid-range shooter. Is the
That's
point.
one zone of the floor. Just because you are a slightly
What
less
was
than
the
average
argument?
mid-range shooter,
Oh, but we're
What was
doesn't
the
mean
talking
you're a
about
argument?
bad
You
three-level
talking
scorer.
about
scoring.
weaknesses. You talking
We're
about
talking
The
about
weaknesses in
three-level
the
scoring,
game.
bro,
That
ain't
was a
bringing up the
weakness.
mid-range, though.
I wouldn't
That's a
call it a
weakness.
weakness. I wouldn't call it necessarily a weakness. Like, yes, do you want him to take the mid-range shot? Yes, but it's not like it's a bad shot for
I
LeBron.
still
Or
think it was
awful.
a
He's
weakness.
No,
awful
no,
at
no.
it.
It's not a bad shot. It's not
It's
a
not a
bad shot for LeBron to take.
it's a worse shot given his
It's not
overall skill
bad.
set, of course.
But it's not a terrible shot for LeBron to take. If he's in the mid range, you're not gonna be worried about it. Like, do you get?
Ask
Yeah.
the Raptors. Because
Nah,
DeMar
the Raptors is
DeRozan,
different.
DeMar
Like,
DeRozan's
what are we?
Raptors is the measuring
Yo,
stick.
you know what's so
DeMar
funny, bro? You keep
DeMar
bringing up.
DeRozan.
ask
Yeah.
ask the Celtics. Ask any team that he was going crazy on that whole
The
run. Or
Celtics when
for years.
Jason Tatum was their best player, and what was that? His second year.
Got it, bro.
First
It's
of
I'm not
always
all,
gonna
it's
lie.
always an excuse when
That
when this
2018
dude
that
overcomes something that makes
2018
it look
run
like the way it
that
does. It's
2018
crazy.
run
That's
is a little overhyped. I'm not gonna
No,
hold
it's
you.
A little
that the
overhyped.
Eastern Conference was
ooh,
trash. The Eastern
I didn't hear
Conference
this.
was trash.
Trash. Oh
No,
my
So
god.
wait, listen. So
Okay,
listen,
Oh my
Dub,
god.
you don't like
Look,
you say you're not a LeBron hater, and you just said the 2018 one was was
I'm
overrated.
not a
Wait, so-
LeBron hater,
wait,
but
wait.
what
If LeBron lost in any of those series, you'd be killing him. Yes, sir.
Exactly. And you
He
can't
almost
win.
lost.
You
He
can't win.
almost lost to
Who- who-
Victor
who-
Oladipo's
me?
Pacers.
Win.
I expected him to
didn't
lose. I expected him to lose against the Raptors. He didn't lose, and I was
See,
shocked.
when he was playing against the Celtics, I was saying LeBron just hanging up, and he still managed. That's some of the best. That's like when
He
I'm
was
looking
going
at LeBron,
crazy, bro.
when
Oh,
I was
I
looking
knew
at
he was
LeBron in
gonna win.
2018,
I
that
knew
was
he
like
was gonna
the
win.
That was a
best
good Boston team.
He
You just
was
said
one
it was-
play. He was one play away from losing to the Victor Oladipo Pacers.
Yeah.
He didn't lose though.
talk
Did he
about
lose?
that.
He
That
didn't.
last shot was a goaltend in Game 5. Talk about it.
So this is
I'm
what
just saying.
why I
Ain't
say
no
this
hate.
is
I'm
why I
just
say,
saying.
and the reason why I say it's overhyped because there was a question asked on the panel if a prime NJ can do what LeBron James can do what LeBron James did in 2018. A lot of people just immediately say no, and in my head I'm just sitting here. How the fuck is he immediately no? The East was probably the worst East I've ever seen in my fucking life in
Worst
2018.
I've ever
It was
seen.
the worst
Got
East
it.
I have ever seen in my fucking life. That was a
How many games
terrible
the Raptors
one.
win that year?
So,
How many
Nah,
games the
that's
Raptors
the
win
worst.
that year?
That's
number
the
one,
Wasn't that the
Because the
Raptors'
Raptors
best
don't.
season in their franchise history?
The Raptors
Most
were
The
wins, right?
DeMar DeRozan
Most
Raptors.
wins, right?
so wait, let me
Most
The
wins
finish.
in
Vince
the
Carter
Raptors'
Raptors were
history,
better
right?
than the DeMar
Look
DeRozan
out of here,
Raptors.
right?
Let
All
me
right.
finish.
God.
Let me
No, they
finish.
weren't.
So
You
that
like-
was one of the worst
Yes,
East.
man.
That was one of the worst Eastern Conference I've ever seen in my life. That was a terrible Eastern Conference. On top of it being a terrible Eastern Conference, the teams he faced in the postseason was an Indiana Pacers team with Victor Oladipo as their best guy. I'm sorry, that's not moving me. The Toronto Raptors were DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry just forget how to fucking play basketball whenever LeBron James' breath is mentioned. It's just
You
ridiculous.
play who's in front of you though.
Don't get me wrong. He plays you in
It
front
was
of you.
literally the
but
most
those guys-
wins in their
What do you want
franchise
to do,
history.
like?
This
No,
is
no.
crazy to me.
They
No,
did
no,
put
and
up
then
the playoffs.
oh wait,
They
I'm
were
not
good
finished.
for it.
I'm not finished. On top of that, you face a young Boston Celtics team without your best guy. So if I put an MJ on that team, do I still think that those guys that he could do what LeBron James did against those guys? I think
Hell
so.
yeah.
I agree with that.
Boston
I actually agree
Celtics,
with that.
a Boston Celtics team with with not their best player, a Pacers team where Victor Oladipo is the best guy, and
Pacers
DeMar
for what?
DeRozan and Kyle Lowry, where greatness is mentioned, they
You have
just
to look
forget
at
how
the
to play
performances that
basketball.
LeBron was putting on.
Jordan was going against he was losing to the Birds, Celtics, and the
LeBron was
bad boy
playing great.
Pistons.
Like, why do people? LeBron
You know
was
why?
playing
You know
great.
why he was playing them early? You know why he was playing those guys early in the playoffs? It's because he couldn't compensate for other deficiencies on his team to get a better record in the regular season, so he wouldn't have to play them in the first round.
Exactly.
That's the thing people forget.
Wait, what? I'm sorry. I was reading something. What you say?
Yeah, I know it went over your head.
No, I was reading something.
No, I'm saying the reason he was playing those guys early in the first round, or he had the lower seed, is because he couldn't compensate for the deficiencies he had on his team because of his whatever. I don't even want to say
It wasn't
skill set. I also think he could do some of the things that LeBron was able to do in terms of carrying a team with less talent to a higher seeds and having them compete in the playoffs. That's
it wasn't always the first. It wasn't always the first round. He was losing to the Pistons in the conference finals.
Yeah, once you go square,
after you got Pippen.
After you got Pippen.
Like that East was garbage.
And when Pippen first came to the team, he was averaging like 10 points a game.
He was 1-9 3 years he got before Pippen. This is what I'm saying, bro.
So when he made it, one of those years he made it to the conference finals with Pippen. Pippen was only averaging like 12, 13 points.
Year 2 and 3. He won 32 games and made the playoffs.
You guys act like MJ's career is like 10 years long. He
only won 32 games. He only won 32 games because he was injured for the whole season. He came back for like the last month.
In any conference, you can win 32 games and make the playoff. That's a bad conference. Objectively.
And that's the conference LeBron was winning in the most of his career.
40 years. No, that's a terrible. Oh my god. Okay. That is the.
How many times did LeBron face? When LeBron had the number 1 seed? How many times did he face a team that was below 500 in the first round?
It's a lot. It's a lot. It was like a 37-win team that made the playoffs one of those years, but not 32. 32 is insane to me.
Like Jordan made the playoffs when he had a below 500 record, and no one like.
No,
but LeBron was the weakest conference.
Football, but you know what's so nasty about that is actually hilarious. Michael Jordan only had 3 seasons in before Scottie came in.
Mm-hmm.
So you're putting these 3 seasons. LeBron James in his first 3 seasons, I think the first 2 years he didn't make the playoffs, right? Or did he make the playoffs
he didn't.
Second year?
No, he
so
didn't.
Why are you having these crazy ass expectations and on Michael Jordan in his first 3 seasons when LeBron James didn't make the playoffs in his first 2 seasons and Michael Jordan did that?
Well, if you can win 32 games,
I'm pretty sure LeBron won more than 32 games in both those years, though. You can correct me.
I don't know if you can win 32 games.
His rookie year, the rookie year the Cavs weren't that good. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, the rookie year he probably won around 32 games.
Like if you win 32 games and make the playoffs,
he won 35.
That is
35 games. And then in 2005.
Yeah, but why do you even count that year against Jordan? Didn't even play that season,
bro. Because
he didn't even play. He came back for like the last month.
What about the
year?
year?
That's the year he had 63 against the Boston Celtics, right?
Wasn't he injured that whole season though?
That's the year he had 63 against Boston, right?
Yeah. But I'm just saying he's saying that like Jordan was on that team. Right? He's saying that like Jordan was on that team that only won 32 games. He wasn't even playing.
He's saying the fact that the team could make the playoffs with 32 games won
should tell you the strength of the Eastern Conference, bro. 32.
He's not saying the team won 32 games because MJ wasn't good enough. He's not saying that. He's just saying the conference. But
football, like that's fine. You could say that. I don't big up MJ because he was making the playoffs.
But you just said that was the worst Eastern Conference you've ever seen.
Yes, that's fine. I don't sit here and praise. So this is why I can say shit like that. I don't praise Michael Jordan for making the playoffs in his first 3 seasons because I know that he was making the fucking playoffs with a negative record. So I'm not going to praise Michael Jordan for that. The same way I'm not just going to sit here and you can praise Michael Jordan for 2018, but act as if he's on this crazy realm that is untouchable. I don't agree with at all, especially when I consider how ass the East was.
But again, you play who's in front of you. That's not his fault. He still beat them. He beat who he was supposed to beat.
Yeah, but Dub is saying those teams he beat were so weak he thinks MJ could beat them too. That's it.
Okay. To say Jordan couldn't lead a team past the Oladipo Pacers is nasty. To say he can't lead them past the DeMar DeRozan's Raptors is nasty.
Yeah, I
It's
think
just
not
it
it's
wild.
makes
It's not
tough
sense
to
wild.
for that
know.
team.
I mean,
Doncic
and
is
not a
talented.
I don't know, not a single.
Huh.
You have to understand, man. That queen.
Listen,
It's
I
not
got,
wild.
I got, I gotta get some, I gotta get some more guys up here, man. I appreciate you guys. It was a nice little half an hour talking, debating with you guys. Y'all be easy. Socials in the chat, please, in the private chat. Definitely will reach out, bro. Y'all be easy, man.
Happy
Y'all brought the heat.
holidays.
All right, Merry
Peace, man.
Christmas,
Merry
y'all.
Christmas. Merry Christmas,
Merry
man. Y'all
Christmas.
be safe, man. Y'all be safe. Lo, I'm gonna get you up here, bro. Don't worry about it, man. Let's get this guy Lo up here. Merry Christmas to everybody again. I see you, man. I see you. Open gym is a great time, bro. This is my favorite. If y'all want more episodes per week, bro, y'all let us know in the chat, man. Y'all let us know in the chat, bro. Wise, how you doing, bro? Lo, I see you. Oh my god.
He must be
Uh,
passionate about something that was being spoken about.
he probably disagrees with my 2018 take. What's good, Lo? How you feeling,
Oh
bro?
my god, bro! Just shenanigans being pushed around in this platform, man. It's just ridiculous, bro. Straight ridiculous, bro.
You talking
Hello.
about the 2018 take?
I don't know what you said. The Jordan couldn't do what LeBron did is crazy. I just think that's crazy.
So you don't think Jordan could have done what LeBron did?
No, I think he could have. I
Yeah,
don't.
Nancy could
2018,
have had that 2018 run.
yeah, 2018. You can. I can see maybe putting in question. Maybe 2007, but for the most part, I think Jordan could have done what LeBron did.
Yeah, LeBron played a lot of mediocre teams in that playoff run
Mid.
throughout the East. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it
07
was
was mid too.
Oh, fam got me in the show. I didn't even know I was in
oh
the show.
07. 07 was very mid, and a lot of people don't. A lot of people
Mm,
don't. A lot of people don't talk about that, and it angers me. Like he played two 500 teams in a row in the playoffs, and then he beat a Pistons team without a Ben Wallace and an old ass Chris Webber. So the same thing
Shout out
that
to the
people
run though.
wait,
The run is still impressive, but it's
the
not
the,
as
the runner
impressive.
and
The
that's the
Pistons
thing.
team
Like
was still good though, Dub.
so, the Pistons team was good, right? But what do I hear about What do I hear to about how to discredit Michael Jordan? Oh, Michael Jordan needs to wait for the Pistons to get old. Michael Jordan needed to wait for the Pistons not to be the best that they were.
That's fair.
So if that's true, how doesn't that play to LeBron James as well, where he needed that Pistons team to get old as well? He needed that Pistons team to lose a Ben Wallace in order to sit here and make it to the finals. How doesn't that apply to LeBron James as well?
Well, I don't think he needed Ben Wallace not to be on the team. I just think he wasn't ready yet
He
to go.
did what? Hey, he
No,
did.
he did. He
He
did.
did. I did my twin out there. My twin out there, my boy.
Twin.
I
He
think I
come
know
to
that's
us.
real talk. I know that's you,
Oh
boy.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
know
What's
that's
up?
you,
What's
boy.
up?
Nah.
No,
So
he did.
yeah,
He needed Ben Wallace out that
Hey,
team. Let's
Dub,
just give it to him.
who was football, bro?
Football
uh,
breakdown hates KD, bro. It's crazy.
No, he hates Kobe. That cockeyed Vince Carter comes on here every week and just
Whoa.
starts bashing Kobe, bro. It's so
He
nasty.
said Kaka Vince Carter.
he's been a
Oh
long
my
time viewer.
god,
He's
bro.
good. He's good. I like football. He's a good guy. He's been a
He's
Okay.
long
just not a
time
fan of
viewer.
mid-range people, I guess. Anyone who plays
I
in the
see.
mid-range, he's not a fan.
Goodness gracious, bro. It's disgusting. Like bro, first off, people love to talk about Kobe and LeBron, like especially the scoring stuff, right? Like, do people not realize once Kobe became Kobe for real? First off, he had a season of averaging 28 and 30 points with Shaquille O'Neal on the team in the early 2000s, which was also one of the slowest pace times of the NBA.
Hmm.
So he was playing with another 28 to 30 point per game scorer who was a big man, which naturally slows the game down in a slow pace of the league, and was still getting 28 to 30. Then the 2 of the 3 seasons he had before Powell shows up, um, he wins 2 back-to-back scoring titles. The year prior to that, where he won the 2 scoring titles, he got hurt and was out and injury ridden like the majority of that season. I believe that was the 04-05 season. They missed the playoffs.
Hmm.
05-06, before he gets another teammate, he averages 35. He scores 81. He has months of averaging 40. The following year, he wins another scoring title. he averages like 31 point something. Then he gets teammates that can score, so his averages go back down a little bit. And not only more teammates that can score, but again, another big man. So to put it in perspective, people love to use Shaq against Kobe when it's convenient for them.
Mhm.
Oh, he won championships because of Shaq, but then they want to go to personal numbers when Shaq also
Hate
set
people that say
Kobe
that.
personal numbers.
Yeah, and then they act as if Magic and
So
Kareem didn't play with each
I
other as
I
well.
don't
But
get
you
it.
feel me? Nobody wants to talk about that.
That's what I'm saying. Magic had a God squad.
Oh, for sure.
They both have a God Squad. So I'm gonna get to the title of the video, man. As you guys see, Luka Doncic has a good possibility of finishing as a top 10 player of all time. I want to know where you guys are heads is at, and see if this is a real possibility for Luka Doncic in the rest of his career.
Does
That
he?
title really threw me off. I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were saying right now he was top 10. That's why I was like, oh, that's
No,
crazy.
no,
Nah, I feel
that's
say that's a
ridiculous.
Um,
wild take. That would have been egregious.
I already see some people putting Luca in like one of the top 10 offensive peaks all time, which is something. That's a take. Luca. It depends on the range you want to put Luca. I don't think Luca can get higher than like 8, in my opinion.
Who
I
do you have at
think
8?
I got 8. Curry at 8. Curry at
You
8.
don't think Luca could be ranked over
Fire.
Surpass
Curry?
Curry.
I don't think he can surpass Curry.
I
Why
definitely
not?
think if Luka gets in the right system with the right team and wins championships, I think he could surpass Curry for
I
sure.
don't know.
Let-
I don't
Let's
know.
push it. Let's push the
I don't.
agenda. I'm ready.
I don't know about the Mavs. I don't know if the Mavs are ever gonna be able to bring in the talent around Luca because that's not the.
I
They
don't think
don't.
he's gonna stay in Dallas.
Why
Though.
does
That's
he have
just
to
my
stay in
opinion.
Dallas?
I don't think he's gonna stay in Dallas.
He
I
should
feel
have
like.
Dallas.
How long is that contract that he just signed? That big, like at least like what,
By
4 years?
year 8, he can be out. So he's in year 5, so he's probably got like 3-4 years left.
2 years.
Yeah, he's gonna be in his prime right there. If he
Uh,
leaves.
Mourinho, I'm sure that's how you say it. I think your mic is muted or something, or not plugged in because I seen your mouth moving, but nothing was coming. So just
So
Pause.
warning
what
you.
the question
Oh,
is, where
pause.
can Luka finish all time, like offensively?
As a player, just all time rank.
Um
Does he not have to win a championship to be a top 10 player though?
He does. He has to.
He
He
definitely
has
has
to
to
win
win
the
a
shit.
championship. He has to get
Trying
it.
to
I
think
mean,
about.
you have Chris Paul top 15 in the championship.
No, I mean this
Who?
is for the
Chris
masses,
Paul
not for
top
me.
But
15 is
Oh,
so
Not
bad, dub.
bro. Y'all could be mad all y'all want, bro.
CP3 is
Chris
my
Paul.
guy too, but top 15 is like, bro,
Nah,
what?
he top 15. I'll give him top 15.
He's not even the top 5 point guard. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah, I
then
mean,
he's
nah,
Y'all
not.
he,
Stockton's not
Then
better
he's
than
not your
him.
guy. Then
Y'all
he's not your
I
Stockton's
take that
guy.
yeah,
back.
y'all just hate, bro. Y'all
I take
just
that
hate.
back. I take that back. He's a top 5 point guard for sure, but top 15, that's
for
hell
sure.
no.
I don't even
Tough
know if
is
he's
is
for
Chris
sure.
Paul really
But
top
you
15?
gotta understand too.
I don't
Like
know if
I
he's
don't
for sure.
I don't put like Oscar Robertson, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell in there. So it's
Oh yeah,
like
I don't rate those
it
guys
make
either. Yeah, that
it
shit
makes
dead.
it makes it easier to have him up there. I'm just not. I'm just not doing it. I'm just not. So
But if
I mean,
Chris Paul can
yeah,
be top 15 with no championships, why can't Luca get into the top 10 with no
No,
championships?
If Chris Paul could be top 15, Luca
well,
might as
I'm
well be
talking
top
about the
15 on that
masses.
too.
I'm talking about the masses though, Mars. Like me personally, maybe if Luca keeps playing in this trajectory, I'll probably have him up there regardless. But the masses won't accept him
You would
being a
have him
top
as
10
a
player.
top 10 player without a championship. That's what you're saying?
It depends on how everything
Where do
works out, you
you
know? If he's
where do you
consistently doing his job, having these playoff performances in the postseason, but then it's just that every time he faces a team, the team which is
Just,
better than his, I mean, it's just hard for me to knock him as a player for that.
yeah, because he's doing everything he can. If he sustains this for like another 5 years,
Bro, his playoff performances is just fucking ridiculous.
yeah, they're
So where
insane,
do you
bro.
have Hakeem at all time then?
Hakeem, I have him 4.
You
yeah.
have Akeem 4?
Who's ahead of
Yeah, I
him?
got Hakeem 4. Oh wait,
like all.
MJ, Kobe, and LeBron.
MJ,
Are you
Kobe, LeBron.
saying top 4 all time? Like
You have
what you?
Akeem over Shaq?
Yeah, but I mean,
They're
Shaq is
4 and
5.
5, right?
Yeah, Shaq is
Okay,
5.
so it's like kind of a wash. I feel you.
Yeah, it's a
So you're
wash for
saying
me
all time, though? Is that what you're saying?
all time.
I actually have a King number for all time too. You actually the first person I've.
I got Hakeem at
Done.
5. I got
You
Shaq
got
at 4, so it's like the opposite.
I got the
you
Akeem
got
on the
you
right
got you
end
got
of my
KG
chain.
top 10, right?
Who?
KG?
Mars has KG
KG.
top 10. I don't
I have
have
KG
Why
KG
is
KG.
top
why
10.
I have
he's like a
KG at
top 15,
11.
top
I have
20.
KG at
Oh,
11.
you have KG at 11? I have KG at like 12 or 13.
why not have him top 10?
11 is high.
I
Damn.
just think that there's like 11 to 12
KG's
guys better
cold.
than him.
Why? The thing I don't know. We don't spend too much time on, but it sounds as if like the same argument you were just trying to argue for Luka. What is it not applicable to KG for the most part?
Is it?
Hey, that's why KG's so high.
Yeah, because KG had the Minnesota Timberwolves who were doing their best to sabotage him.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Luka, I just gotta see how it goes. I mean, Luka Doncic right now is his playoff performances is comparable to LeBron James and Michael Jordan. So that
Yeah.
speaks volumes to who he is, you know. So
His
why not?
numbers are insane.
Why not? If
I
he
think
continues
Luka
that pace, why not have him
Luka's
top
What
gonna
do
10
be
again if
you
he
like
doesn't win?
What do you think is the realistic range for Luca in the all time by the time he's done? Like a realistic range.
Top 20.
Top 20, yeah, that's where I
I
expect
think
him
he
to probably fall.
guaranteed to crack that top 15. That's just me though.
He's
I think
guaranteed.
If he
but-
stays on this trajectory, like there's no way he's not gonna be a top 15 player when it's all said and done.
But
Yo,
most people that are cracking top 15 to top 10 ish, most, not all, but
Mhm.
most are two-way players. And the
Mhm.
ones that aren't two-way players just have a certain amount of accolades that
Success.
just forces them to be there. And if he stays on the Mavericks, he's not going to have like the championships argument.
I don't think Luka will ever crack the top 5.
No,
will
Yeah,
that would
never.
never happen. That would
I
never
will
happen.
never think he'll crack the top 5 mainly because of defense.
You
That top
think
5 is
Giannis can ever
damn near
crack the top
impossible.
5?
Huh?
I don't see it happening.
You think Giannis can ever crack the top 5 if he wins a couple more rings?
Maybe
it'll be
hard.
interesting because he if he keeps this up like this pace he's on, if he wins a few more championships, I don't think it would be like crazy to start mentioning him with like
KG.
Shaq.
With Shaq?
He already has one chip. He has a couple MVPs.
He has a Finals
He
MVP.
even has like isn't he a defensive player of the year as well?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Will he
Yeah.
Does he
ever
have
be
one or
better?
two?
Will he ever be better than Tim Duncan?
No, I don't
No.
think. I don't
No.
think he can ever crack
I
that.
think he can.
But Tim Duncan is in my top 5 though.
he should be.
Hello, the Tim
This
Duncan.
nigga Dub is trying to
No.
gas us.
What you mean? You talk about twin? That's your real twin right there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, hey,
Tim Duncan is very underrated, bro.
I agree.
Duncan.
Tim Duncan's
I
underrated.
agree. He's
Duncan-
underrated.
Because he's not flashy. He doesn't do everything that people like to see, but he gets it done for sure. Gets it done.
I mean, I guess. I mean, Lowe's really been
Oh
this
my
agenda.
god.
But
That 2003 post playoff run is
It's
insane.
amazing. It's
man
Yeah,
amazing.
he wouldn't
This
have
man's
won if Dirk didn't get hurt, but it's cool.
I'm not gonna lie though. When
I don't
when
know.
I
Steve
heard
Nash is running that, so who knows?
when I
No,
heard that
no.
Black Friday event, I looked at Tim when you had that thing with OG the Beast.
OG the Beast, yeah.
Oh, that was so good.
Duncan moved up for me. I'm not gonna hold you. You made a very valid.
I just
argument.
hated OG the Beast argument, like talking about
Yeah, he
18
wasn't-
and
I
10
hated
or
it
whatever.
too.
Like,
And
that's a
defense doesn't
terrible
really
argument.
matter. That's just like
Defense being an add-on, like
I feel
I can't get with that.
Defense being the add-on was the craziest take.
yeah.
No,
That
you know what the
really lost him the
craziest
whole
take
battle.
was? You know what the craziest take was? What Ron said. Where Ron said that Allen Houston and Latrell Sprewell are like James Harden couldn't match up with them. That's what he said, or something along the lines of saying.
That's
I mean, yeah, James Harden just be getting
argument
hated
is
for
just so
some
like
reason.
stupid.
To shoot Ron some bail.
No.
Wait, no.
Allen Houston and
no.
Latrell Sprewell, Doug.
Listen,
Come on.
Listen, to shoot Ron some bail, this is
No.
historically known in Players Choice community. There, something happened between James Harden and LeBron that
the
to
boat
this
thing?
day he will never talk about. It was on the boat, and I don't know what happened.
I want to know
But-
that so bad.
He hasn't even told me, so he does not. Something happened that I don't know.
It's a lie about.
But how can he
Harden
disrespect
is.
us that bad?
Yeah,
on-
come
Yeah,
on.
James
What
Harden
happened
hate
on
is
that
strong.
boat?
I don't know. I need to know. We need to y'all spam what happened on that boat to Ron every time you see him, bro.
Yeah,
I need
facts,
to
bro.
know. I need to know, bro.
Cause y'all been talking about that for like a while. I remember
For a
y'all
year.
bringing that up when Shaq was still on the show regularly.
Yeah, bro, for a year. Chilltown, if you got the hand face palm, bro, you should pull up here too, man. Don't
Yeah,
duck the
Chilltown.
smoke. Don't duck the smoke.
I ran into Chilltown on TikTok live like 2 days ago.
Chilltown.
That shit was hilarious.
Does anybody have anything to say about Luka Doncic being possibly top 10, top 15 guy?
I think it's going to be interesting how we get to rating and these players nowadays because from a statistical standpoint, there are going to be a lot of players that do great. So like right now we have Luka. Statistically, he's phenomenal. Even players like Trey Young, the pace that he's on, I think, like his second year, he was like 29-9 or something, right?
Oh shit, the verdict reached.
Yeah, he was definitely around there.
Yeah, something like that. So we're gonna have to start. Is it going to be purely off numbers, or is this going to like include something else?
I think it ties in a little bit of everything. I mean, the eye test numbers are also have to be included because you have to talk about what they produce. But
because I kind of look at Luka as like that prime Houston Harden, but he does elevate in the playoffs. That is the difference. But just from a regular season statistical standpoint and how they operate, is very similar. So where do people have like, if Harden was able to get drafted by Houston and produce like that for
I think it's similar the way they
years,
play.
that changes ranking.
I mean, I don't know, because for me, Luka, the reason why I can't see him breaking into the top 10 is because I don't see Luka ranking above Magic Johnson, and I have Magic at 12. So it's going to be hard for him to.
Yeah, Magic at 12. Is that like the best or the greatest list? Because I know you had two different lists. Okay,
greatest. That's what I'm looking at. Like, because Magic's at 12, Steph is at 13. So that means I'd have to assume Luka becomes the greatest point guard of all time, and I'm highly doubtful of that happening. So for me, he's capped at around.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, I'm not too doubtful on that. I mean,
it depends on how long this. It depends on how long this sustains for. Then for me, because I already think Steph and Magic are two of the 5 best offensive players ever. So, because Luka's not going to get in on defense, so he'd have to be better offensively than one of those two guys. And for me, I don't know if that's going to happen simply because Magic benefited, like in his era, his playmaking, his passing was so valuable. It's hard for me to say Luka's going to be a more impactful offensive player in his time than Magic was, and Steph is Steph. So for me, he's capped at around 14, where I have Oscar Robertson. So it's going to be hard for him to break into that top 10 unless something drastic happens, which I don't see happening.
I don't know. I think as soon as he get like, this is why I say like with Luka Doncic, and I think a lot of people probably being too hard on the Dallas Mavericks organization. I mean, the dude's in year
4,
right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's in year 5 right now, right? And it's not like they're not making the moves to get him the pieces, you know. I think they're waiting for that top guy to come in, and I think next year they should get that top guy because there's a lot of guys available, you know.
I don't think anyone would want to come play with Luka though, to be honest, because like
I hate that.
I know you hate that, but like the way he plays, bro, he's not gonna fit next to another ball dominant superstar. He has to play with someone that's good off the ball.
I don't think that's the case. I think Luka could adjust to that pretty fine. Like if you give him a Paul George.
Paul George, the ball would be flat, Dub. The ball would be flat.
What you mean? Paul George could play off of him just fine.
Paul George dribbles the hell out the ball too. He plays on the ball a lot. Paul George is good off ball.
He plays on the ball because of the team that he's on.
Exactly.
Yeah, Paul George is very capable of playing off the ball. I mean, even OKC, Russell Westbrook was still the main.
I can go with that.
He thrived. So I think he's better off the ball, to be honest.
I'm gonna say he is better.
He is better off the ball.
The Mavs have done a solid job surrounding him with pieces. They're just missing that co-star next to Luka to really make the push in today's league. You give Luka somebody like Jaylen Brown, that Mavs team turns a whole new heel. Like that Mavs team makes it strong.
Now, I really think the Mavs should try to push for Zach LaVine right now.
LaVine would be interesting. My thing, if you're gonna get a 2, you want a 2 that can at least guard on the ball. And LaVine's not bringing that. He'll work well offensively because of his off ball, but I don't want a 2-way guy next to Luka personally that can play off the ball as well.
Yeah,
I think they build around that team, and that team can contend easily with someone like Jaylen Brown and Paul George. That's my opinion. They got the good pieces. They got a good coach around Luka because Jason Kidd does a really good job hiding Luka on the defensive end, which makes it his weakness defensively. Not even that bad of a weakness because teams can't even really target him.
I do say Kidd is a really good coach on the defensive side, but on the offensive side is where like I really haven't seen too much from him personally because it's really just give Luka the ball and let him work. Let him,
man, that's a
when he's on
perfect
the
pairing
floor,
with
at least.
Luka.
What'd you say?
That's a perfect pairing with Luka. Let him run the show right now, cause they got the spacing, they got the perimeter on the wings. They're just not hitting their shots right now. This Mavs team is not bad. They just need that second guy next to him. I think the loss of Brunson also hurts them than a lot of people want to admit, cause he was a guy that off the bench could create some for these other guys. I wasn't big on the Christian Wood signing either. It's a
Th-
solid pick. He was not going to replicate what Brunson did.
This is the thing. This is the thing I have to ask people because a lot of people hate the way Luka dominates the ball and everything. So, what is the system where if you're not gonna have Luka on the ball, what is the system in place that you guys want?
I mean,
No,
he just
I don't think it's you don't want Luka on the ball. I just think you want to make his life easier by not needing him to have the ball every possession.
yeah,
I think
having him do everything.
Jason Kidd putting him in the post more that helps, but you also need more pieces around him to where it's not reliance upon Luka to do everything because you can see that he gets gassed. Like he visibly gets
like,
tired.
yeah, you can easily see.
Yeah.
Let's come on, Dub. Let's be honest.
Luka is terrible off ball player.
Let's
I can't
be
even
honest.
lie.
What? Let's be honest. What?
As soon as he passes the ball, he's
Nah,
standing and
let's just
watching
be
what's going
honest,
on.
bro. Like
Let's be honest, what?
that style of offense doesn't work, bro. Like, we
Yeah,
know
in
The
the
that.
Hilo,
playoffs, it's
yeah,
just
the Hilo
weird.
section. Listen,
No, so that's why I asked. So this is why I say when he has a co-star, things would change, right? When he has a co-star, he's not going to be this ball dominant. When he has a co-star, in my opinion, he's going to adjust to having that guy. I just think that now the Dallas Mavericks have him on the ball as much as they do now off of necessity,
Yeah, because
rather
they don't
than
really have a
this.
choice.
They don't have
No,
a choice
I
at
get
all.
that. I
You
get
can't
that,
put
but
Dinwiddie on the ball. He's too inconsistent.
that's a fair assessment to make, and that's fine. But until the day he actually gets on the ball, I don't know. I just don't want his identity to be. And I talked about this, I guess, in my video on my main channel. I just don't want his identity to be the guy who puts up stats because as soon as if he stops doing that, if it doesn't translate to wins, people will criticize him because they just kind of like built that identity around him.
Yeah.
Even though there are just ways in which he can just be more impactful by being an off-ball performer. I mean, and it'll be more. It would definitely be more beneficial to what the team is looking for.
I got you. I don't want that for his career.
I think the way they should
I definitely don't want that for us.
kind of
Nah,
like the way
they'll call him
Jokic
James
dominates
Harden
the
for
ball in
real. They
Denver.
would literally call him James Harden.
They might call him fake LeBron.
Fake LeBron is crazy.
Luka
Think
really is baby Bron. I'm sorry.
Super chat from Smith, man. Think Luka could make the scoring could take the scoring title from Braun.
LeBron doesn't even have it.
Yeah,
Embiid
LeBron
has
doesn't
it.
have the scoring title. What is it, Embiid?
Yeah, I think Embiid has
Yeah,
it.
Embiid is leading the league in scoring right now.
And I think Embiid's gonna win it again. So
I think he's talking about the all-time.
I'm about to say, I think he's talking about all time.
Yeah. But I don't see
no.
Oh, never. No.
LeBron.
never.
I don't
Okay,
think
that's
Luka's
20
gonna play that
years.
long.
I don't see Luka sustaining this
Oh,
level
all
until
time.
he's
Nah.
like 36.
Now, to
That's
be
not
fair, it's not like none of us saw LeBron in his rookie season was like that man's gonna play 20 seasons of basketball. Like nobody knows that in year 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? So who knows?
Well, we also
LeBron's gonna
we
say
didn't know
he wants to play till
stayed
he's
there
45.
that long, but we did see that he was
another time
he
where
was
Doug was
built
right.
different for sure. Like, we saw he was built different.
Yeah, you can see the way like Bron's like. I don't actually. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
Man, I'm ready to get into the arguments, man.
I got you. Luka
I'm ready
equals
to get
Harden.
into why people disrespect Jokic because Jokic is really top 2 and he's not 2 right now.
He's 3.
What?
He's 3.
Yeah, Jokic is my top 3. But
Jokic is easily like not easily, but I think he can have an argument, a real good case for the best player in the NBA right now.
he does have a very good
I-
case.
I
I don't
But
think people respect him though. At least the general consensus, they don't respect him.
it's because of his defense. That's
It
what
is.
It's
It
because of
is.
his
It is
defense.
because
Especially
of
if
his
you get to
defense.
playoff
But then you look at Luka. I mean, Jokic is a way better defender than Luka is, in my
But
opinion.
But Jokic also plays the
way
more
better.
impactful.
don't
Jokic
know if
plays
he's
the
a
more
way
impactful
better.
defensive
Yeah.
position. So
the difference.
I don't know if
being-
he's.
him
I don't know if
being
he's way
mid on
better
defense-
though.
Him being
The
mid on
difference-
defense
He's not
is
way
more
better. That's a stretch.
detrimental.
But the only thing Jokic is terrible at on defense is rim protecting. Jokic is good in the passing lane.
That's not
No,
the only
he-
thing.
Add and pick and roll.
What?
The difference.
He can't guard like at all.
difference-
I think the only thing Jokic is elite at on defense is A, rebounding, and B, he has very good hands. Besides that, he's suspect on that side of the ball.
Yeah, he's mid on defense.
And that's
Nah,
the issue because when you're a center and you're I'm not going to say a
Defensive line.
detriment, but you're weaker on defense, that's a big
It is a big
hurts your
deal.
overall value. Whereas with Luka, you can kind of hide a guard / wing. He's not as strong, so his defensive mishaps aren't as impactful to his team, which is why Denver's defense in the playoffs seems to fall off a cliff.
Yeah, Denver's defense right now is actually like, I don't know where it's ranked, but I know it's pretty bad. Like, especially in this month of December, they've been terrible on it.
They're 25th in defense.
And I
Yeah,
get it, like, and I get why people get mad that people knock Jokic for that. But I mean, it's like, if something's that detrimental to the team, it's like what do you want us to do? Like, you
but
feel
they're still
me?
able to win games and like get
Oh
shit
yeah,
done.
100%. They're able to win games in the
But
regular
people don't
season.
think they can win in the playoffs doing this, which
Yeah.
is a very valid criticism.
I mean,
Like,
but
I
if
don't
Kevin
think the
saw his
Nuggets.
team fully healthy, they were in the conference finals, so like we don't really know.
Hey, Jamal Murray was going on a fucking crazy
Yeah,
run. If we're
Jamal
gonna be
was
real,
insane.
Jamal was
I mean,
wild.
Jokic was killing too. Let's not act like Jokic.
Yeah, Jokic was
Jokic
killing,
was
but
good, but
Jokic
Jamal
is also
Murray
a better
was-
player than he was in
I have
2020.
a question.
Jokic is a lot better.
I have a question for the panel. Is Kevin Durant not the best player in the world right now?
No, come
He's
on.
not. I don't think KD's ever been the best player.
Look,
Come on, twin. You trying to force it? You trying
I'm
to
really
force
not.
it?
Look.
You're trying to force
Look
it.
at what
Real
he's
talk,
doing,
real talk.
like,
I agree with you, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna
You
wait for
agree
him.
with him, dog?
I'm gonna
Look,
wait. I'm gonna wait for
look.
him to hit. Once he hits the finals, that's when I'll start living and dying on that hill.
Oh no, I don't have to wait till the finals. I mean, he's definitely amazing. He's been amazing, but I just still don't think he's the best player.
Even
in
if
the
he
league.
wins the finals, like he could get finals MVP, all that. I still don't think he's the best player in the NBA.
well, see,
If KD wins the finals and finals MVP, everyone's gonna put him back over Steph Curry.
100%.
Which is crazy.
100%. 100%. And that's what I hate. That's what I hate about the NBA fans.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
y'all get me
winning
so
bias right
tight.
there.
I'm a KD guy. You feel me? But
Dog,
I hate that y'all be switching up like that. That'd be so annoying, man.
Is that switching up or is that just reassessing a player's career after he accomplished something?
No, bro. It's the narrative changing that dramatically.
If you thought
bro.
Steph,
It's
if you thought
ridiculous.
KD was better than Steph, have him over Steph right now.
Because this is what they
No,
do.
but having a postseason run where he can sustain a level of excellence this deep into his career and just perform. I'm assuming KD's shooting splits would not have to see that much of a drop off. He would still have to be historically efficient. He would also still have to be a competent playmaker. Like there's things in which we could just assume that Kevin Durant would have to do and become for them to win. Those are things in which he has been inconsistent with his entire postseason.
Yeah,
career.
but the issue is the
Damn.
people who are ready, the people who put KD back over Steph are the people who still say now KD's always been better than Steph, but they have Steph over KD because of the rings and whatever. Like those type of people, if you think KD's always been better than Steph, just rank him higher. You don't
KD
need
better
to
than
see.
Steph
You
damn near
always,
last
you
year.
always
And look,
think he's been
the
better.
thing,
Like,
the
there's no
thing
need to do that.
the thing I disagree with is the talking points, right? Because before Steph won this ring, what did I hear? And I think you were on the show when I said this. What did I hear? KD was better than Stephen Curry on the Golden State Warriors throughout the 2019, 2018, 2017 run. Once Stephen Curry won the ring, the talking point shifted. Talking point shifted. Now Stephen Curry was automatically better. That's a switching up that I don't agree with.
You going backwards and rewriting your
Revisionist history.
Yeah, that's for sure. But at the end of the day, bro,
there were a lot of people saying that KD was the. Now that
So you think KD's better than
It's still the
Giannis?
more popular opinion. I think if you ask most people, it's at 65-35. KD was the best player on those Golden State teams.
Yeah.
I think KD was the man, but I don't think he was the best player. I don't know if y'all
What does the man mean?
like in 2020. LeBron was the man on the Lakers, but in my opinion, AD was the best player on that team because of what he brought on both sides of the ball.
But what's the man?
The man is I'm just saying like. When you think about the team, that guy, like you're gonna think about that first guy. Like that's what I'm saying. That's the man. I don't really know how to explain it.
KD was that guy.
Okay.
KD was the man on that team. I 100% agree with that. He wasn't the best player on that team, but he was the man.
He was the number one. He was the number one option on that team. I think Curry was the best player on the team, though. In my opinion.
I'm gonna get to the super chat. Luka equals Harden, but I do trust Luka more in the clutch. That's from Hit 42. Is it possible Jokic finishes over Luka all time?
Yes.
I'm like 95% sure he will.
Yes.
And Jokic gets to winning rings, it's gonna get scary.
How old is Jokic? Like 27?
Yeah, around that age, 27 to 28.
Yeah, he's 27.
Yeah,
Jokic,
Jokic.
what, 23?
I think Jokic can
Jokic 23.
sustain this too, because his play style is not like he doesn't rely off athleticism or anything like that.
But the issue is how much worse does his defense get as he gets older?
That's gonna be scary.
Because if this is his quote unquote athletic prime and he's average, maybe slightly above average, when he gets to 33, 34 and he's a clear negative on defense, How much does that hurt him?
It's gonna hurt a lot because he's a center too, so he needs to be somewhat okay defensively. But I don't know.
I think call it.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna start bringing on a new string of guests, bro. I appreciate you guys being up here, bro. Bringing the heat,
Let
bringing
me
the fire.
say something to my twin real quick. Hey, twin. Hey, keep your head up, twin. You know, the end of 22 been kind of rough for my twin, bro. We all found out that, his next girl won't be letting him go to the grocery store. And
Yo, no way he brought this up on the show.
Oh my
and he's
god.
catching heat for this WNBA video, bro. Stay off my twin, fam.
Leave my man.
You know what's so crazy about the WNBA video? It's only Twitter though, because in the comments there's a lot of people who agree with me.
Okay,
And
that's because you on Twitter it seemed like people was so in shambles. First off, didn't even watch the video.
Didn't even watch the video. I swear I didn't even watch the video.
What was the video, Lo?
The video was just me talking about how if WNBA players wanted to ask for a higher revenue split, which in the video I said that's a reasonable want, but a much bigger issue is the fact that the league isn't profitable. So they should probably focus on the fact that the league isn't profitable. Kelsey Plum was in the middle of discussing how to make the league profitable and concerns that she had. Mm-hmm. But in the video, I predicted that normally when these conversations happen, people just get sidetracked and they end up pandering or virtue signaling to the audience. And then we never get to it. And it's literally what ended up happening. Then on Twitter, niggas did the exact same thing. They literally just virtue signaled and pandered to an audience without actually watching the video and not even knowing that they just did the exact same thing I said they were going to do in the video.
All right.
So they prove your point.
Basically.
They prove my point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's fire.
I gotta start getting up here with the toxic crowds, bro.
I heard some. Yo, y'all be easy, bro.
For sure.
Appreciate y'all for being up here, man. Y'all happy holidays, man. Merry Christmas, bro.
Man, you gotta stop disrespecting these old folks, man.
I have tried to. I haven't been. You know what it is. Now it's more planned. You feel me? But it's fun. It's fun, bro. It's fun. Sometimes I chilled out though. I just can't rank. I said before, like I can't rank Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell mainly because I don't think I've watched enough film on those guys. So it's like I'm not gonna rank guys that I didn't watch that much of. And I refuse to watch. I refuse to watch 60 games. I can't watch it. It's too much. It's too much. Lo, I don't know how you do it. It's too much.
What 60 games?
Watching 60 games? It's too much.
I don't watch any 60s games, but I hear what you're saying.
I can't do it. I really can't. I'm sorry.
No fan of Bob Cousy. That's tough.
Oh my god, right-handed dribbles, bro. Running back and forth.
They're
just running. Houdini. They're just running. Like literally, just running. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. I'm not. Shout out to I say Pam. If Dell remembers the GOAT calculator project, I'll reveal it currently as Luka ranked at the 129th greatest player of all time, 27th for PGs. Thoughts?
I have no idea what the GOAT calculator is.
Some guy on Twitter, I'm gonna try to find it again. Some guy on Twitter put on his own little GOAT calculator project using stats, numbers, and all of this. And his calculator, he has Luka right now sitting at 129, greatest player ever, and 27 for PG.
Who do you think the 26th point guard is?
I have no clue.
Luka's probably.
No, Steve Nash is higher than that.
Please,
Yeah,
Steve Nash is higher than that.
Don't disrespect my guy, Steve Nash. Don't do that.
Maybe Rondo.
Oh God.
Hey, Doug.
What's up, bro? How y'all feeling? What's good, Zay? What's up, man? Max?
Good.
How y'all feeling?
Just fine. Got some. I seen y'all on the panel the other day, and you was talking about LeBron defense, and I don't think you really know what you was watching back then.
What about LeBron's defense that did not know about?
Who you say was better than him defensively?
Bruce Bowen, Ron Artest, Sean Marion.
Y'all argument was two-way
players.
All the people you named.
It was two-way players? I didn't know if it was two-way players, then it's different. Because there was two ways that I'll change my argument. But I'm talking about defenders. It was
LeBron got top five finishes in defensive player of the year his whole career.
Yeah, it's cool.
You think
one of them was clearly unjust, but we know.
You think Bruce Bowen is a top? You think Bruce Bowen at his peak is better than LeBron at his peak defensively?
I think so. I
It's
think
not
so.
close.
No,
I
it's
think
not.
so.
Jesus.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
No, it's
What are we
not.
doing?
No, it's
Yo,
not.
LeBron
He
was
was a
never a
defensive
lot.
specialist.
LeBron was never a lockdown defender, bro. We just
Neither
have
was
to be
Bruce
real
Bowen.
What?
with this.
What?
Bruce
What are you talking
Bowen
about?
LeBron
was
was
dirty
never
though.
a
What was
LeBron
that?
was never a lockdown defender.
Neither was Bruce Bowen then.
So is everyone on
That
my
was
side
Nah,
with
he
LeBron's
was
this that
job.
definitely a
LeBron's a
lockdown.
He's
top
more
five
dirty
defensive small
than.
forward? Is
I was
everyone
about
on
to
my
say,
side?
especially if we were talking about at his
Just peak,
his
just peak.
best,
At
yeah, I
his
must say at his absolute
Peak.
best,
One.
he's undeniably top 5 defensive
Okay.
small forward.
Small forward, yeah.
See, I was right. I know ball.
Wow, that's crazy. Y'all doing me like this. I got the whole. Let me get some other people up here. My bad. Hold up.
Yeah,
What?
you need to find the LeBron
No
hatred.
way.
Yeah, that's wild. that's nasty.
No, I
You got
got y'all.
this help side defenses. That's something that's amazing. Like you just gotta know that if you know that you can gamble for a steal and you know LeBron is coming to help you, that benefits your defense 1,000 times.
Bro, his
Nah,
own
and
ball
don't get me wrong,
defense.
like LeBron James, and that's the
Yeah,
thing I was trying, and that was the point I was trying to get across. I think LeBron James, especially at his peak, he was amazing defensively, especially on the help side. But my whole thing, especially when I think about these defensive guys, I'm like, Bruce Bowen in my head. That's his job to go out there, lock these guys up, and be. He was Defensive Player of the Year caliber as well. You know, Ron Artest, Sean Marion, like these guys' job to lock people up. LeBron James, in my opinion, I think he was amazing on the help side. He was a great on-ball defender as well, but I never looked at him as a lockdown defender.
You don't
I
look
did
at
not
LeBron
see
as
him as
you
a
don't look at
guy.
LeBron as a scorer either. So I don't know what
because
you see
yeah,
LeBron as.
He's
Just a
LeBron.
guy.
complete
He's just
pair.
there, just chilling, just doing everything.
LeBron's
Yeah,
great
just
because of
doing
his
it all.
all-around game. He does
John Mary's the
damn
only
near
one that
everything at a high
defended
level.
like a
Yeah,
actual
so that means when you look at him doing
other
something
two.
at a high level, you don't view him as doing like Bruce Bowen. You view him as a defender because he couldn't do anything else noticeably as good. LeBron James
Nah,
does everything so well that you don't view his defense as good as someone who only does defense, even though it is. That's
no,
the issue.
no, that's not what it is. I just think that those guys, when playing defense, them being, in my mind, being lockdown defenders, that's why I'm gonna give them the
They
edge
are lockdown
over
defenders
DeMar.
just because that's what people call them, but they're necessarily not lockdown defenders. Nobody has locked
Do
somebody
you
down.
really think? Do you really think LeBron James is capable of guarding somebody and just taking them out the game?
Yes.
He did
I
it.
Yeah,
don't
he
think
did.
so.
I think
Yeah,
if
I don't.
That is
I think
that is
Yes.
He's
ultimate.
done
You
it.
gonna bring up
See?
D Rose? Y'all gonna
I
bring up
believe
D
if
Rose?
did that.
if
No, no,
LeBron
no, no,
didn't
no,
have
no. That is
if
ultimate.
Loki, he
LeBron
did it to
didn't
Jokic.
if
Yeah.
LeBron didn't have to
Jokic
do
is crazy,
He
low.
shot a bad
at
field goal this
LeBron's
season.
defensive peak,
Yeah.
if LeBron wasn't
That
having
is
to do everything else on the court that he was doing, I don't see why he couldn't have
Listen,
focused
I
fully
see.
on defense
Yeah,
to do it.
he focused in 2011 against Jason Terry, and Jason Terry was busting his fucking ass. What are we doing?
There's several
I
You talk
remember
games. There's several
that's
games this
we're
yeah,
year where
talking
he
about
fully
People
one
did
focused
series.
not
on.
We're talking
Paul
about
Pierce.
one series.
Yeah,
And
there's
Bruce
several
Bowen's
games
only
this year.
job was to play defense. So that was his best thing. That's what he was working
What
on all
games?
game. He put all his effort on that. If
I
What
don't.
LeBron
games?
I don't.
if
I don't.
LeBron didn't have to pass, play make, score, rebound, do everything on the team, I don't see why he couldn't put 100%
Bro,
effort into defense and do it
I don't even
like at
think.
an elite level.
I don't even think that's it. I just think that he's a better defender. Like even at what he was doing when he was doing it, he was a more impactful defender than Bruce Bowen.
Dub,
I
you
don't
can
even think that's
remember
questionable.
Dub, you can remember LeBron getting his ass bust because it happened less times than he did playing good
Nah,
defense.
bro.
You
Who?
remember
So name me D Rose. D Rose, where he only guarded him like what 5 times? You think it was
no,
like
he didn't.
5
D
times when he
Rose
shot
shot
the
1
ball?
for 19 on him the
What?
whole fourth quarter, every fourth
Paul,
quarter that
One
series.
for
Paul,
19
1 for 19 on
in the
LeBron.
fourth quarter?
Yes.
We're
I'm
double
It was
checking
bad.
this.
It was
We're
I,
double.
I
bad.
I
don't.
don't think that's true.
It
I don't
wasn't
think
But
one
that's
for
true.
19 though.
Paul Pierce in 2012 also struggled mightily against LeBron, and Paul Pierce was not that bad at that stage of his career. He struggled mightily against LeBron in 2012.
Carmelo Anthony too.
They
I don't
struggled
know.
against LeBron? I don't think so.
Yeah, he
I don't
struggled
think
against
Carmelo.
him
I don't
too.
think.
I mean,
I
Melo's
don't think
overrated.
Carmelo
So
struggled.
Oh, I thought you meant Paul Pierce. I was like, no, Paul Pierce without a doubt struggled against LeBron.
And
Nah, Paul
LeBron was
Pierce. Paul
good
Pierce
at
overrated though. I
Paul
don't like Paul
Pierce.
Pierce.
You can't do nothing if a guy makes the
What's
shot.
wrong with
Paul
Paul
Pierce.
I'm not
Pierce?
giving.
What
I'm
in
not
the
giving Paul
world?
Pierce.
Paul
Paul
Pierce
So
Pierce.
wait,
overrated.
so wait,
That's
so
a
wait,
final.
let's
That's a
go.
finals
Overrated.
MVP. What are we doing? That's a
Nah,
finals
nah. We're
MVP.
not.
If
No,
Paul
no, no,
Pierce
no.
overrated, Carmelo for
Oh yeah,
sure
yeah.
be
You're right. Finals
overrated.
MVP. Legend of losing. He was the best player on the Kevin Durant. He was best player on the
Exactly.
Boston
Best player in
Celtics.
the
You're right. My
Celtics.
bad. My
Finals
bad.
MVP.
My bad.
Also,
Average more points per
yeah, I'm
game.
about to say if Paul Pierce is overrated, well, I guess not as Melo's prime and
Carmelo's definitely over.
Melo's better than Paul Pierce. So
Mm,
Melo.
Melo's better.
We can agree to disagree on that.
Are
Melo.
y'all serious right now?
I mean, you know my opinion on Carmelo.
Legend of
I
losing.
hate Carmelo.
Legend of losing is. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Hey, where Ticket at too?
Legend of losing is wild. Nah, Ticket. He's probably on practice. So wait, you
Nah,
think
'cause I
that
still wanna catch
you
it
think
for
that
the
Paul
Rondo
Pierce is better
line.
than Carmelo Anthony? I think I got you on record for saying Carmelo is better than Paul Pierce.
No,
I think they're in the same. I think they're in a similar tier.
I think they're similar tier as well. But I had to pick one. I'll pick Pierce.
I don't think they're in the same. I don't think they're close.
Melo's like this. He's like the 11th greatest small forward.
I don't have a list that goes 10 deep, but I'd assume he'd be in my top 10.
I don't think Melo and Pierce are that far removed from one another.
I can agree with that.
If that's the case, then Paul Pierce is 10th.
Is Ray Allen better than them?
No, Jesus Christ.
No.
Ray's a shooting guard though.
I'm just asking, bro.
He's still not better than him. He's just not.
Hold on, because I had a question back to when y'all were talking about Chris Paul and whatnot. So when y'all are ranking, top 5 players at position in general and whatnot, how much do accolades for y'all and achievements play into your rankings?
0%.
A lot.
Because I think rankings, it depends on who you talk to and what they value. So if you're ranking point guards, in my opinion, if I value achievements and accolades more, I don't see why Chris Paul should be in the top 5 because he doesn't have what a lot of other players have.
I actually disagree.
Steph, Magic, Oscar, and Magic. Steph, Magic, Oscar, and Isaiah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then after that, I think you can make an argument for Jason Kidd being above him. I think you can make an argument for John Stockton because Jason Kidd was on a he was playmaking in floor general, not his prime, but he was still able to facilitate and playmake for a championship level team.
He did that 2 years ago. He did that 2 years ago in Phoenix.
Chris Paul has been
Chris Paul has also been known to choke in the playoffs.
Yeah. Jason Kidd.
What is the facts? What's the facts of that? There's no passes. Name me the 3 or 4 series that he's choked in.
Milwaukee series.
I give the
how did he choke against the Milwaukee series?
He had like 3-4 multiple bad games in the finals.
What you just said is an actual lie. That's an actual lie.
There was 1 or 2 bad games
in that whole series.
No, he did not struggle the entire series.
No, he didn't. Oh no!
I told you.
I'm not going that far, but there are times in that series where in key moments he messed up. Like when they were playing the Bucks and he had that turnover in the last 30 seconds, I believe.
He had that turnover. Name me the other times.
And then I believe the game after that, the Dallas Mavericks, of course. But I believe there was a game. I believe it was 1 or 2 games after that where he had the ball and he just shot a bad shot. I don't remember where it was. It was sometime in that Bucks Suns series. I don't remember what game.
You can't call it bad out of their shot.
The only bad game he had was game 4.
There's a few times where people say Chris Paul choked where I don't believe he choked. Like with the Clippers, Blake Griffin got injured. The Rockets, you had Chris Paul get injured. But I'm just saying. I'm saying.
You're saying one series basically.
No, I'm not saying that Chris Paul.
I remember the OKC series in 2014.
Oh, the OKC series is him blatantly choking.
Yeah,
the series when he was in, they blew the 3-1 lead in Houston. You could argue that was a choke as well. I would argue if you go back and rewatch the games, it wasn't as bad as people make it out to be, especially when he wasn't even healthy. He didn't even start the series.
Yeah,
that's another one. And people talk about that Milwaukee series. He had 1 bad game in that series. He ended off that series averaging 22 points, 8 assists, 3 rebounds, shooting 55, 52, 75. In what world that is a bad series?
Yeah,
where somebody had 3 or 4 bad games. That is a blatant lie. He had 1 bad game. It also resulted in him having a late game turnover. Outside of that 1 game, the rest of the series he was fine, if not excellent.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying, and I'm not bringing this up saying that he's not a top 5 point guard. I'm saying that what is wrong? What's wrong with the argument of saying that Jason Kidd is above Chris Paul?
Because you said because I don't mind if you want to say that somebody's above him, fine. But what is your argument for that? You said that Jason Kidd proved that he can be a floor maker and playmaker.
Well, no, that's kind of what I'm asking you. Like, what would the argument for people that put achievements above?
Jason Kidd has more impact than Chris Paul on the court.
Why?
When he took that New Jersey team to the finals his first 2 seasons.
This Eastern Conference
It's a weak ass trash ass conference that y'all sit there and give those
players
the
you can't
accolades.
say it's a weak conference.
No, I can.
Way worse than the 2018.
I can't say it was a trash conference, especially when you compare it to Chris Paul, who throughout majority of his time in the Western Conference was losing to the Lakers, Spurs, Warriors, just losing to teams that are just noticeably better. Dallas Mavericks than Jason Kidd ever had to face in that weak ass, trash ass conference.
No, but two finals appearances, not you scoff over.
It's weak. It's trash. It's trash.
Who did he beat on the way there?
You don't sweep that on the rug.
I'm not sweeping it, but I'm putting it into
You call it a
context.
trash ass conference.
It is trash. I'm saying put into context who he faced and contrast to Chris Paul and who he had to go up against.
That's like saying LeBron going to the final 7 or 8 straight times is bullshit.
It's
no,
trash.
but what it is saying is the standard of you making it to the finals, meaning you are more impactful in totality, is a dumb thing to say because conferences are different. Competition level is different.
Look at his
so you can't just say you're more impactful.
No, it's not just the finals. Not just the finals. The fact
that's
that
the argument you made.
Play both ways of the ball too.
So
Chris Paul played both ways.
But Jason Kidd is a better defender. Jason Kidd is a better defender.
But Jason
he is. But you said
the ball.
Okay, so did Chris Paul.
So are you saying that Chris Paul is a better overall point guard than Jason Kidd?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now you explain your stance.
Chris Paul is a much better offensive player because he's a much better scorer, finisher, playmaker, shot creator, 3-point shooter. He's better in all of those aspects. Yes, because you have to be able to put a consistent pressure on the defense for you to continue to exceed in playmaking. Chris Paul puts way more pressure on the defense because he has a much more vast ability to score the basketball. Yes.
I think Jason Kidd's a better passer.
He's a more offensive threat for sure.
We'll say though, Chris Paul.
So interesting to me.
That's a close argument. You just don't.
Even if you want to say it's close, you know what's so interesting? You know it's not close. All the other shit that I said and you're ignoring it.
No, say it again.
You heard what I said. The 3-point shooting, the shot creation, the mid-range shooting, all that stuff is not only favorable.
Mid-range and 3-point, I'll give you that.
It's not only favorable to Chris Paul, but it's favorable by such a wide margin that everything else that's relatively close, it heavily favors in Chris Paul's benefit.
So
you
also,
argue that Jason Kidd's more durable,
right?
Fair enough as well. But that it's not.
I'll give you that. But I also say the measurements matter as well. That Jason Kidd's 6'4" and Chris Paul's 6 feet. That also makes a difference too.
So what?
The bigger point guard, Chris Paul being undersized does make a difference too.
To what? What is it?
He is a lot. Huh?
To what? You're just saying it makes a difference.
No, I'm saying usually the bigger point guard who does the same shit. Usually
they don't do the same. What the fuck are you talking about?
What?
Yeah, Jason Kidd in his prime
they do
was
the same thing.
No, they do not.
Except from shooting the ball, that's all he does different from Jason Kidd. That's No.
Shooting, shot creation, finishing.
That's the only thing shooting, all the shot shit Jason Kidd makes up for. Other than shooting the ball, that's all you named over. He does Jason Kidd just shooting the ball.
Shot creation, and finishing. Those are all three.
Bro, he can shot create just as well as Chris Paul can.
You're lying.
No,
I'm not lying.
You're lying.
At the end of the day,
we saw Jason Kidd.
He's lying.
At the end of the day,
you're lying.
At the end of the day, Luka's gonna be the third greatest point guard of all time.
That's all you named was shooting, bro.
I just named 3 different things.
No, he named a bunch of things.
I named a bunch of things. You just disagree with it.
Yeah, it doesn't.
You said mid-range and 3-point shooting. That's
he said finishing. He said shot creating, and he said playmaking.
That's your opinion. Finishing.
No. It's not. I can look at the facts. It's not my opinion.
Don't pull up no bullshit analytics. Please don't pull them up.
You can't say it's an opinion and then say he's going to bring facts and say don't bring numbers. Then you don't want anything.
Statistically speaking, he was a better finisher at the basket than Jason Kidd. What are we
What do you have Chris Paul all time?
My eyes, yes.
What do you have Chris Paul like?
Your eyes are your opinion. You said Lo's opinion was wrong, but your opinion is correct.
Mars, my eyes.
That's still your opinion.
Eyes.
But is that your opinion?
Yes or no?
I'm telling
yes,
you
it's his opinion too.
No.
So then you can't discredit his opinion and then say your opinion is valid. You can't do that.
Bro, the game was played different from the way it's playing now. So that's why I don't go by just analytics.
Everyone's aware the game is played differently.
Guess what? Even if I use the standards in which the finishing was at that age in NBA history compared to where the finishing is at in Chris Paul's time in the league, Chris Paul is still a better finisher. And let me say this to everybody. When I speak about these things, especially when we're talking about players on different generations, it's relative. So I'm not talking about comparing the field goal, the efficiency in the 2000s in contrast to what they were doing in 2012. I'm talking about relative to the era in which they played in. And relative to the era in which they played in, Chris Paul was more efficient in every aspect of scoring the basketball than Jason Kidd was. That is not an opinion. That is a fact.
I'm not going against the shooting aspect. I'm not going against that. But in the era that he played in the 2000s was probably the most physical era in NBA history. You can't compare that to this era right now.
Bro, did you not just hear me? Did you not just hear me?
What do you
not
have
just
Chris
hear me,
Paul
bro?
all time?
When did Chris Paul?
Okay, listen.
I literally just sat here and said I'm not comparing the two.
Chris Paul was
where I have Chris Paul
late
is top
2000s,
point guard.
2010s.
But I don't think it's a huge.
I'm sorry, am I bugging? Did I not just say to everybody that when I speak, I'm speaking relative?
It's relative to the area. Yeah.
This has been explained on the show about 50 million times.
Jason Kidd's efficiency is being compared to the efficiency of his era
he played in,
not of the era that Chris Paul's played in.
What are we talking
about? Do you think Jason Kidd's better than Steve Nash?
Jesus Christ.
No. It's a close there. Chris Paul, Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, wherever you want to cycle.
How is Steve Nash? Wait, time out. How the fuck?
I'm wondering because like when you go from
how is Steve Nash close?
I was asking his.
Now, but to you, how is it close? How is it close? Steve Nash don't play defense. No. He also didn't win a championship. How is it close? By the metrics in which you were saying that Jason Kidd is better than Chris Paul, by those exact same metrics, why all of a sudden would Steve Nash be close?
If you let me answer his question, I can explain it to you. So with Chris Paul and Jason Kidd, the reason why I said two-way, because they both do the same thing except he's shooting the ball. Steve Nash's case, the accomplishments, I take everything into account. How you're able to run the offense, your accolades, your accomplishments. I take all that into account when I rank top 5 to top 10 point guards. I said Steve Nash is in that category based off of what he's accomplished with the 2 MVPs.
Okay,
taking the Phoenix Suns, taking the Phoenix Suns to the conference finals, doing things like that and having big playoff moments is why I put them in that same category.
So 2 MVPs. Basically.
I mean, I would probably put Kidd slightly. I'll put Kidd over Steve Nash.
So you use accolades. You use accolades for your arguments for better players, right?
I have to.
So don't you think that? Don't you think? Let me look at Chris Paul's accolades real quick because I want to make sure I get this all correct. Don't you think that a guy who's a 12-time All-Star, five-time assist champ, 11-time All-NBA, 9-time All-Defense, a Rookie of the Year, 6-time Steals champion? Don't you think that guy, even though he doesn't have the MVPs, I think he even has like the most top 5 MVP voting out of all the point guards. Don't you think a guy like that is more accomplished than a Steve Nash?
The only thing that he's missing is a championship. Thing about Chris Paul, look at, that's the one thing he's missing to put him in that top 5. I can't put him there until he gets that championship.
But this is Nash. This is Nash. So the MVPs, right? He has 2 back-to-back MVPs. What I'm saying is, if we're going to accolade, I think everything else that Chris Paul has done for his career overrides Steve Nash having back-to-back MVPs because he clears him on all defense. He clears him on all NBA. He clears him on steals. He's a Rookie of the Year. He's a 5-time assist champ and a 12-time All-Star. I think that would clear him of Steve Nash.
Okay.
If we're going the accolade way.
I got you. No, that's fair. I hear you.
I guess my last point, because I don't want to harp on it too much. So you're arguing basically because Jason Kidd won a championship in 2011, even though his impact and who he was as a player.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Like, I mean, that's you're essentially saying because he was the 3rd or 4th best player on the championship caliber team. If Chris Paul goes and plays for the Milwaukee Bucks, he can have the exact same resume that he has right now, but as soon as he's able to basically get carried by Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, and Giannis, he will then become a top 5 player, a top 5 point guard.
It's like having Dwight
The
Howard
only
and
reason
Patrick
I
Ewing
want
and
to
using the
put Chris
bubble.
Paul in my top 5, but I've had seen him in situations where the championship's right for his taking, he didn't take it.
Okay, give me examples.
Okay, so for the Rockets, and not when he got hurt, but when he lost to Steph Curry and the Warriors in 2000, I believe 18, when KD wasn't there.
2019.
19.
KD missed.
Yeah, when
KD missed.
there.
No, KD missed. No, we gotta stop lying.
KD missed the
KD
game.
missed
KD missed
one
the
game. He missed one.
And the
game before
Rockets
where
were
he got
already
hurt.
down 3-2. And the Rockets were
The
already
game.
down
The game
3-2.
where the game that KD went left out early. He had like fucking 30. Let me double check. I think he had a lot.
We talking about the game 6. I'm talking about the game 6 in Houston.
So
yeah,
basically,
the game 6 that ended the series when the Rockets were already down 3-2.
He didn't play that game, right?
He didn't play that game.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
But when people,
so did Chris Paul play bad in that game?
Okay. I wasn't talking about this. I was talking about that specific game.
KD had 22. My bad. KD had 22.
Okay, what did Chris Paul do in that game that made you believe?
No, I'm just saying they didn't win the game. That's why I'm saying they didn't.
What did Chris Paul do in that game that you felt like, yo, he should have done more?
No, okay. I'm not saying he should have done more individual. I'm saying they should have won. They should have won the game. They should have won the game.
Why?
Why?
Just removing Kevin Durant doesn't make the Warriors trash.
Why? Why should they have lost the game? I mean, won the game. Why?
Bro, okay, let me go to another one.
Just go to the one that you didn't explain. Go to the one you didn't explain.
Let's be clear. 20 in that game, he put up 27, 11, and 6, 2 turnovers, shot 58% from the field, 50% from behind the arc, and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. In the second half of that game, he was able to put up 16.7 rebounds, 3 assists, 0 turnovers. So again, when you sit here and say that he choked, what did he do?
Hold on. I didn't say he choked. That was somebody else you listening to.
Okay, what did you say? What did you say?
And also, why don't you pull up Steph Curry's numbers in that same game?
He had
Curry was
KD went wild. He went crazy. KD went wild. Steph had 23 in the fourth quarter. Steph went crazy.
So I'm saying like he outdoing.
Yeah.
That's the greatness.
Peak Steph Curry outperformed.
Yes. Chris Paul that wasn't even in his prime.
Yeah, that's like saying the reason why I can't put Harden in the top 5
You said that wasn't his prime?
That wasn't Chris Paul's prime.
Chris Paul's prime was not 2019.
If you think Chris Paul's prime was still in 2019, then he has to be top 5.
No. Wow, was like 32 years old.
He didn't play. He was
33
he was like most of that year.
Okay, so he's right outside of his prime.
So it's not his prime.
Yeah, the lower end of his prime. It was the lower end of his prime.
Okay, hold on. You just said he averaged 27. He had 27 points in that game, 11 assists, right?
Okay.
11 rebounds, but yeah.
Okay, but he was still great enough to still win that game. You can't say he was outside of his prime. Reason why
he was outside of his prime.
I mean,
being outside of your prime doesn't mean you're washed.
It's not a year. He wasn't, bro. His time in Houston, I don't think anybody would consider his time in Houston was his prime. What are we talking about,
bro? Your prime is from 27 to 32 years old, bro. That's your prime.
So everyone's prime is just the same time.
Everybody's prime ends at 32.
Your prime ends at an age.
Hold on.
His prime probably ended probably like what, 2017?
Bro, no. That series, you can't say
because Dwight Howard's prime ended in
32.
So Dwight Howard's prime ended in 32.
Can I finish? Because you're trying to use prime as a reason why they didn't get the job done.
That's not what I said.
No. We said prime Steph Curry, peak Steph Curry outperformed Chris Paul, who wasn't in his prime.
He was going against.
That's not an indictment on Chris Paul.
Point guard.
He got outplayed by a player who's always. He got outplayed by a player who's better than him and who is at a better time in their career. That's not an indictment on Chris Paul.
You have a guy who was at his peak. I got Chris Paul, the second option. If you want to say this is prime, cool. This isn't even a peak Chris Paul. This is a Clippers Chris Paul. This isn't Hornets Chris Paul. This is Chris Paul in a year in 2019 where he was hurt for the whole year. You're penalizing him for losing to a Stephen Curry who had a phenomenal game in the fourth quarter because Stephen Curry at that time was in his peak. I can't discredit Chris Paul for doing that, especially when he played great.
Let's be honest. How many times with the Clippers that they didn't get the job done in the playoffs as well? They got
Okay, so let's talk that.
Let's talk about that.
Ask them are either underperforming or getting ravaged by
teams. In what series was he at fault for them losing? Because there are some, but which ones?
Gosh, bro, the Clippers never made it past the second round his whole tenure with the Clippers.
Okay,
right?
which series is that?
I'm not going by that. I'm saying they never made it to the conference finals.
They never made it to the conference finals. No.
Which year should they have made it though?
Not one time.
But if it doesn't matter,
never made it. Hold on.
The only year they should have made it was 2015.
Never made it with the Hornets.
Or they choked in 2015.
Never made it to the Hornets.
Okay, never made it to the okay.
So that's two teams you never made to the conference finals with.
Okay.
You go to the Houston Rockets. You have a grand opportunity. You get hurt in 2017, right? He gets hurt in Game 5 against the Warriors. The next season, they have an opportunity again to face the same team. Kevin Durant's not playing.
It wasn't his fault they lost. You blaming it on Chris Paul when he played the best on the team.
Bro, I just named two different teams.
What did James Harden do?
What we're saying is
all you've done is name teams he was on that didn't make the conference finals, ignored how Chris Paul himself was playing, and said it's his fault because they didn't make it further.
No, that's what you're saying. I'm saying we got.
So how is it Chris Paul's fault they didn't make it further?
At some point, it has to be the bottom line. Is the bottom line. He never.
How is it Chris Paul's fault they didn't make it further? What series are you looking at Chris Paul and you're saying they lost because of you?
How am I going to put the guy just undisputed as a top 5 point guard? Yet, if he just made to the finals with the Phoenix Suns, why am I going to put him in the top 5?
Because we can understand that you don't win individually.
And not only that, by that logic, then why is it that?
So we should put him top 5 just because.
No, it's not just because we've been giving you reasons the entire time: finishing, playmaking, defense. Dub literally read
over Jason Kidd, bro.
Nobody said that either. Dub literally read off his resume. So we've given you multiple reasons. You are stuck on the lack of playoff success. Fine. However, by that logic, then Steve Nash cannot be ahead of him. What we're saying
I never said he was.
You did. You just said
I said they're in the same category.
You said they're all in the same.
You literally sat there and said that you think Jason Kidd and him are interchangeable, and then when it came to Steve Nash, you said you were ahead of them because of the 2 MVPs.
No, I didn't, bro. I said they're all in the same category.
So who's 5 then? Who's 5?
Okay, my 5: Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, Steph Curry, John Stockton, and then Jason Kidd would be my 5th.
You don't got Oscar Robertson?
Whoa. Who's 4th? Who you have 4th?
John Stockton.
John Stockton.
But John Stockton didn't have
playoff
Russell
Westbrook better than John Stockton. Man, get that, man.
John Stockton never won a championship, just like Chris Paul.
No, wait. He went to 2 finals. He went to 2 finals and lost to the greatest player of all time.
So he wasn't even the best player on the team.
Who was the best player on his team?
No. Wait, let's pause. Go ahead. I want you because I want you to take my.
You go. I want to hear what he had to say first. Now I'll go.
What is
Huh?
Who's your GOAT?
Jordan.
How? LeBron went to more finals.
You say LeBron's the GOAT?
How? LeBron went to more finals. That's the same thing you doing with John Stockton and them because he went to the finals.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that dumb shit you just did. I never. That isn't.
So I want to be. So okay, you said that he lost to the greatest player of all time, which is fair, right? That's a fair assessment,
right?
Okay. The problem though is that when we just sat there and said that Curry outperformed Chris Paul when we talk about a peak Chris Paul, peak Curry. Why is that not an acceptable reason for him to lose? But yet when it comes to Stockton, you just sat there and just boiled it down to he lost to MJ.
So I'm just asking the question, and don't get upset because you put it there. Are we comparing Curry to Michael Jordan?
I'm comparing the context of you sitting here saying,
Golden State Warriors is one of the best teams ever.
I'm putting the context of one player, both players really losing to players and teams that are just better than them. That's what I'm saying.
And you might not be able to compare Curry and MJ, but you can compare that Warriors team to that Bulls team easily. They're ranked right next to each other.
Except their best player didn't play Game 6.
Who's their best?
That's the game that got beat.
That's also objective, but I know. I believe that Curry
I'm
was
like
the best
legit
player,
out
but
the Chris Paul stuff.
I also think
I
that
was like
33 points
listening
in the
to
second
everything.
half would prove that. My only gripe with you is that it just seems like it's just inconsistent. So fair enough, Stockton's playoff. You're saying basically saying because Stockton made one more finals appearance than
And he's
Chris
also
Paul.
the leader in assists and steals all time.
And that's fine, but he also has a losing record alongside Karl Malone in the postseason. He never won a MVP. He's never finished top 5, if I'm not mistaken, in MVP race either. He was never the best player. He was never the best player on a team. You're talking about somebody who was the sidekick to Karl Malone essentially as well. So your standards and what you're holding people doesn't make any sense at all. Chris Paul was the best player on the team. So I get what you're saying, but you just name somebody who's based your argument. He made one more finals appearance, and he has a bunch of stats that never led him to a ring, and that led him to one more finals appearance while playing next to Karl Malone.
Not to mention you can
So
John Stockton actually cost
leader
the
in
team
all
the
time
98
assists and
finals.
He cost him. He did. John Stockton did cost him that finals in '98.
Also,
I
if you
agree with that.
put Stockton above Chris Paul because of stat leaders and whatnot, then why would you have Jordan over LeBron when LeBron's way higher than him?
Bro,
in
it's
almost
so many
every
things. We're not even gonna get into that, bro. Jordan and LeBron, that's not even a conversation. It was the best player.
But your reasonings for John
That's not even
Stockton,
a conversation.
your
bro.
reasonings for John Stockton to be above Chris Paul should be the same reason you should put LeBron above Jordan. They should be the exact same ones. You just said John Stockton. You just said John Stockton is number one in steals and number one in assists. LeBron is higher than MJ in almost every stat category.
Okay.
He's also made it to more finals than him.
I guess let me put my thing. Winning is always my number one thing. Stats, accolades comes after all that. So I think that's what I'm looking at. The reason why LeBron and Jordan's not even an argument is because yes, he has the stats, but it took him 5-6 years to get those accolades or those stats numbers over Mike. So it's not that impressive. It's
Which numbers?
Which
numbers?
What?
Which numbers?
Didn't LeBron pass Jordan in points in like 20?
Yeah, a while.
Kobe long to do the same.
Okay. He's been.
He might have been in Cleveland when he passed.
When they played the same.
So you're bringing up longevity though. You're bringing up longevity stats.
That's what you did with Stockton.
That's the whole reason we're bringing it up. And Chris Paul. Your points are contradicting.
Okay, hold on. Stay on topic. We're talking about LeBron and Jordan. The reason why I say between those, I'm talking about Jordan and LeBron because people like to use this category. Oh, LeBron leads in points, rebounds, and assists. Yeah, if you play 20 seasons over a guy that plays 14,
but you just used the same.
You used it for Chris Paul.
Are you not seeing how it correlates? Are you not seeing how it correlates?
Has John Stockton not played more games?
Yeah, you're using longevity for John Stockton and Chris Paul. So I'm saying, why would you not do the same thing?
Listen. There's the difference. Here's the difference. I'm not comparing John Stockton to this, that, and the other. I'm directly comparing Jordan and LeBron. You say LeBron is a case for Jordan, right? Against Jordan as being the greatest player of all time, right?
I'm saying, according to your points you made for Stockton and Chris Paul, he should be above for you.
No, not comparing. I'm saying what you think.
But he doesn't think that.
I don't think that.
Okay. I'm gonna explain it. I'm gonna explain it as simply as possible.
Please go ahead because
you are when you made the John Stockton and Chris Paul argument.
No, I have LeBron top 5. But again, the reason
you don't have LeBron, you don't have LeBron over Jordan.
Where's LeBron in your top 5?
So what's the difference between you putting
Jordan
over LeBron and Stockton and Chris Paul?
Else. I just said winning is the number one thing.
Did say winning is the number
one thing
Yeah,
on my
okay.
list.
Let Mars explain.
The issue everyone's having is you had John Stockton over Chris Paul, and the reasons you used was more playoff success in terms of he made the finals the 2 times and Chris Paul's only made it once. Then you use the longevity stats of the all-time assist leader and the all-time steals leader. Based on your values that you laid out with John Stockton and Chris Paul, everyone here has the issue of if you value those type of things, which is the playoff success in making the finals more times, LeBron 10-6 for Michael Jordan, the longevity stats, which you use for John Stockton and Chris Paul, the all-time assists, the all-time steals, LeBron James has more points,
and
more rebounds, more
winning.
assists.
Mars, that's the number one thing.
Yeah, the winning. Like I said, I did not hit the making the finals, the 10-6. Yeah,
and not losing.
John Stockton lost twice. Chris Paul lost once. But okay, so then the longevity stats that you use for Chris Paul, the longevity stats you use for John Stockton and Chris Paul, you should also use those longevity stats for LeBron James and Michael Jordan. That's everyone else's issue. It's either you're picking and choosing when you value these things based on the players you're trying to favor in the argument. That's the issue everyone seems to have.
Yeah. So, okay, if we give LeBron the stats,
Mm-hmm.
What else does he beat Jordan out in?
He made the finals more times, just like John Stockton and Chris Paul.
He's lost more.
So did John Stockton.
Jordan kept his hair longer.
You gotta get that more to lose more.
I'm talking about LeBron and Michael Jordan.
We know. I get that, but we're just saying is that the standard in which you're holding everybody else to determine who's greater isn't consistent to what you were using for Stockton and Chris Paul. I understand what you're saying. It's fine. It's just that if you're using, also I think when they played the same amount of games outside of points, I think LeBron had more rebounds, assists, and steals. I mean blocks than LeBron as well. I mean than Jordan. I think
most people here have Jordan as the GOAT. It's just that people disagree with how your
reasoning. I think your points are just contradicting himself. That's
the only issue everyone has.
Yeah, I feel like you're switching what you value and whatnot.
Maybe I didn't make it clear, so that's my bad. That's my fault.
But where do you have LeBron out in your top 5? I'm curious.
I got LeBron number 6.
Hey, you said he was top 5.
He's not top 5.
You say he's top 5. You with the 6?
I'm fucking with y'all.
So who's the 4 above him?
You say what?
Who's the 4 above him?
Mike.
So he is number 5?
Mike, Kareem, Kobe, Magic.
Bro, none of that.
Why is Kobe up there? Kobe is not better than LeBron, bro. Stop. You gonna overrate Kobe doing?
Wait, what?
Kobe's not better than LeBron.
You said. Well, go ahead.
I said you're overrating Kobe by putting him ahead of LeBron.
How?
Because he's not better than LeBron.
I don't know how Kareem and Magic play together.
If you value winning so much, Kareem in his prime wasn't winning like that.
Was not at all.
He wasn't winning more than LeBron by
in a
anyone.
weak era.
Kareem in his prime was 1-1 in the finals.
Michael's 6-0 in the finals. Kareem has won 6 championships. I think he lost how many times?
How many as the number 2?
Kobe's 5-2. Magic is 5-4. Tim Duncan is 5-1.
Yep.
LeBron's 4-6. LeBron's the only player in the top 10 that's lost more than he's won in the NBA Finals.
Yeah, that KD's trash. That KD is trash. Go a lot.
You also got to value who he went up against.
Yeah, how many times out of those 10 times should LeBron have won? You think he should have won all 10?
Again, I'm not mad at what he's saying. I am mad at what he's saying. It's just not consistent. It's not just.
I think LeBron should have won in 2011 and 2014.
Well, he said winning the most important.
I just think if you're going to apply context, Magic and Kareem need to be taxed in some way.
Bro, Magic was arguably the greatest offensive player of all time.
That's fine. He played next to another top 5 player ever.
Where do you rank Bill Russell? Where do you rank Bill Russell? Where do you rank?
That's what I was about to say. Like,
he doesn't rank Oscar Robertson. So I just.
What you say, Doug?
You don't rank Oscar.
So Bill Russell's not.
I said, where do you rank Bill Russell? But you don't rank 50s and 60s guys.
I can't. I don't rank Bill Russell and their.
Why not?
That era is trash, Lo. You know
this service. I know. I don't. I respect.
Come on,
I'm not.
So to you, Scottie Pippen has to be like top 15.
No.
He has 6 championships.
That'd be nasty.
Lost none.
Wait, what?
Scottie Pippen has 6 championships, so I'm assuming you would have him like top 15, right?
Was he the leader of that team?
Was Kareem the leader of the team when they were winning those championships?
Remember what I said.
Kobe wasn't the leader of the
Lakers. Winning?
Wait, was Kobe the leader of the Lakers when they won in the first 3?
No, he wasn't. But his impact as Shaq was way higher than what Scottie's was with Michael Jordan.
How many rings does LeBron have as the leader versus how many does Kobe have as the leader?
LeBron has more rings as the leader than Kareem and Kobe.
Wait. Remember. This whole I want to bring this up to Shaq and Kobe thing. Because do y'all have Shaq over Kobe?
Yes,
I have Shaq over Kobe.
I got Kobe over Shaq.
My standard of
all time, I got him right next
to each other. Why you got Shaq over
probably say Kobe's above.
Because here's the thing. Shaq didn't start winning until Kobe actually came on and actually helped him out. Remember,
MJ didn't start
Kobe
winning
didn't
till
start winning.
Scotty
Got
was on the
drafted with
team.
Shaq.
Just
Same
like
shit.
Kareem
Remember,
didn't win until Magic was on his
I
team,
find it
and
so
Kobe
Magic
didn't
didn't
win
win
until
until
Powell
Scotty
got there.
give
turned
credit to
the
Shaq.
ball.
Give all
No,
the
no, no.
credit to Shaq.
No one's giving
No,
all the
no,
credit to
no,
Shaq.
We're not saying all. We're not saying
That's
all.
my issue.
No,
We're not
yeah.
saying all. But you sat there and said Shaq didn't win until Kobe was ascending. That's fair. Michael Jordan didn't start winning until Pippen was ascending. Like the logic that you're using could be
Kareem,
applied to somewhere else.
Magic.
So I understand what you're saying. So if you're just talking about winning, Scottie Pippen 6 rings. I didn't say put him in the top 15. I didn't say put him. I didn't say put him in the top 10. But for somebody who has that amount of championships,
With
and the
zero
player
losses.
that he in 0 losses, and the player that he won alongside with did not start winning those championships until he ascended. So his impact was undeniable. Why would he not be top 15 or even top 20? Why would he not be?
Because all the top 10, top 15 players can lead their team to a championship. Pippen, those 2 years that Michael was gone, never did that. You can't be a top 15 player and not lead your team to a championship.
Okay, I mean, you only gave him 2 years to. You only gave him 2 years to do it.
Well, he's a top 15 player.
That's fine. And you said all your top 20 players can do that. You said all your top 20 players can do that.
No, but that's just a bad argument. Because if I said no, because if I use that argument and only gave Kobe 2 years, if I only gave Kobe 2 years post Shaq to win a championship, he would have failed that task, and you're going to say he's not top 15. That would be dumb.
Wait,
you can't say he showed he could never do it, and you only gave him 2 years to do it.
Mars. So are we? I want to be clear.
No, I'm not saying Kobe and Scottie Pippen are the same level of player.
Okay,
no.
okay.
Before you even know. No.
Do you have KD in your top 15?
Huh?
Is KD in your top 15? Because he's never won a championship. He's never won a championship.
I'm gonna tell you something. He is, but he can easily get pushed out.
Where's KD?
But how's he in your top 15? But he's never won a championship, being the number one.
He would say he
wanted the number one.
He said he was
number one.
So who else? So I'm assuming Moses Malone is also in your top 15.
Yeah, Moses Malone is in my top 15.
I'm assuming. Well, you don't go back to Jerry West.
He's underrated. Yeah, he's in my top 15.
But you don't go that back to Jerry West. So we can't use Jerry West. I'm just trying to figure out the names because there's not enough names if you're not.
Who is the best player on the Boston Celtics? KG or Paul Pierce?
Yes, KG has to be there. Or Paul Pierce, 1 to 2. Because what I'm getting at is that
that's tough.
What I'm getting at is that if you're not rating 60s players, I don't think that you can get to 15 names
that have won by themselves or as the number one
guy.
Yeah,
you got to name. You don't have to name the obvious ones. You don't have to name the obvious ones.
Because do you guys think Scottie Pippen? Do you think Scottie Pippen can let his team to a championship?
No, but that's not my standard. Your standard is all about winning, and I'm providing it somebody that won. So I'm assuming you believe Isaiah Thomas is top 15.
You haven't won.
That would have to be.
If you say no, you're running out of names.
I'm trying to give you names.
Yeah, you're running.
Yeah, I know. It's getting a little cramped. I feel you. He got 2 championships. It's an argument, bro.
You have Isaiah above. You have Isaiah above Steph.
He's the third greatest point guard on my list, behind Magic and Steph. So
you had him second.
Well, you had Magic, Isaiah, and then Steph. But if it's changed,
I don't know if it's in order. It might not be in order.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to give you names because I don't think you can get to 15 if you don't include Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, I can't think of.
Is he in your top 15?
Not ours, but we're going to fit your standard, bro. That's all. I'm just going to.
I don't care that much about
D-Wade in your top 15.
Like, when
D-Wade has to break.
D-Wade's in the top 15, right?
He led one, and
what are we talking about, bro?
He was driving the boat.
He's top 20.
Right, yeah. I'm sorry, Ron. I'm sorry, Ron, man.
You don't have 15 names then.
Ron.
I mean, Doug. I'm sorry.
Wow, that's crazy. I'm gonna get to these super chats.
Yeah, put the L host in the chat, man.
L host? What? You just L put Legend of Losing in the chat.
Yo, ain't gonna lie. Tory Lanez was found guilty on all 3.
He was found guilty.
He was found guilty.
Hey, can I make a point on the Luka thing?
Wow. Go ahead, real quick, bro.
So
what a disservice.
I see a lot of. So Luka, I'm not very big on Luka. I don't like his playing style. He's James Harden, right-handed James Harden. I think that's crazy to even think he'd be a top 10 player until he learns how to play both ways, until he wins a couple championships. I just think that's a no.
Too soon.
I don't see it.
Got you. I want to get off this super chat. This is for the Luka Doncic talk about the all-time GOAT calculator. Dave Bing is 26, but ahead of Kyle Lowry and D Rose. That's
Kyle Lowry's so overrated.
Saying throwing Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry is so
overrated.
Kyle Lowry is not good, bro.
Yeah, this is the GOAT calculator. So he's ahead of Kyrie and D Rose.
So Kyle Lowry's the 28th greatest point guard of all time.
That's crazy. Kyle Lowry, I probably could name 30 right now. Like Kyle Lowry's.
Is Andre Miller better?
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
Bro,
I don't know. You
Kyle
actually,
Lowry's,
you might.
I mean, I'm down
probably
to
one of the most
I'm down
overrated
to,
players.
if we're gonna do this, I'm down to include Bob Cousy. So.
Oh, now it's above.
Hey, I gotta bounce. Yo, thanks for having me on. I gotta bounce.
Thanks for coming.
This Tory Lane's info is crazy.
That is wild. He really got found guilty. That's crazy.
Yeah.
On all three too.
All the evidence said he didn't do it, but public opinion said no, you shot him.
Yeah, that's a drug,
that's
bro.
crazy. Mistrial at best.
Man. I'm gonna read off these super chats real quick, man. Let's not drink more water. Let's not gloss over what Mars said on the last live. Dude said that Giannis is already declining. Who else agrees? What specifically is declining?
I said Giannis looks worse this year than he did last year. So
and I'd agree.
From last year. I don't think Giannis is just. He's gonna get worse from now on. I think he looks worse this year than he did last year. That's what I meant by that. And if you disagree with that, then maybe you're not watching Giannis enough. But his jump shot has fallen off a massive cliff this year.
His jump
it's not looking as confident and whatnot. Last year he was ready. He was ready to pull it if he got space.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
I told you.
But I honestly see Giannis, like the way Giannis plays and how physical he is and whatnot. I don't know how long Giannis can last, like in his prime, because players like Giannis that play as physical like that, they don't last that long in their prime.
Yeah, I struggle to see extended.
And they have a crazy drop off too.
They're not meant to have longevity like that. They're supposed to do what they do and get on out. I hate
exactly.
them.
So how many years do you think Giannis will be at this level?
I think he's
you're gonna estimate.
I think he's at this level. I think he's 28.
27, 28. I mean, he might be able to last to like the way health and whatnot has been so far, or like the way medicine is and whatnot. He could probably last maybe, I'd say, at this level, maybe like 4 or 5, possibly 6.
Okay. Anybody else
on a good day?
Yeah,
I think 6 is the most.
6 is like the max.
Just like with his game right now, I'm not talking about if he ever laid or nothing like that, but just with his game right now, I agree.
Got you.
Yeah, if he started shooting more, that's a different story.
Or if he added a better post game. But
what's that? Malcolm say?
From Just Garrett, thank you for the super chat, man. Do you guys think Siakam is taking a step? Remember, Siakam was playing like an MVP before he got hurt. He just had a great performance against the Knicks.
I still think he's better than Zion. So.
Yeah, the spin cycle.
I agree with you, Mars.
Thank you.
To be honest,
I think he's a perfect 2 or 3 on any team. You can put him as a 2, second or third option. You can put him on any team.
But that's the thing. So that's the thing with me with Pascal Siakam. And me, I think he is playing great. But when I'm thinking about a jump, after that 2019 run, I want Pascal Siakam to solidify himself to be a legitimate 1, right? He hasn't done that yet. So
he's not gonna do that though.
That's why when he's saying taking a step up, for me, that's his next step. That's his next step up. Not him playing great as a 2.
The way he
as a 1.
But he's playing as a 1 right now.
He's the way he's playing,
you're not gonna win this because if you're looking at how much Toronto's asking him to create for himself and create for others, it's like Pascal is doing way too much self-creation on this team. But if you put him in a situation where there's someone else who can do that and you have him he'd be one of the best number 2s in the league. I think you win doing that. And that's why.
But that's the thing. For me, his next step up is being a solidified 1.
There's not many people who can win as a number 1.
Solidified 1 on a championship team.
There's not many people who can win as a number 1 though. There's maybe like 7 people who can do that.
A solidified 1 to me is like you won't have to
you
win.
Can win a championship.
Damian Lillard number 1.
Yes. Like that's my next step for him.
He doing the same thing, ain't he?
He's been doing that for a few years.
I don't see him as a 1 though. I see him as a 2.
He's a number 2 to me.
I'll never see him as a 1. So
I think
that's my next step.
I feel like the Raptors wanted Scotty Barnes to elevate, and
yeah,
they were expecting Scotty Barnes to take that next step, and I'm not seeing.
I mean, these young players, it's a process. I don't know why people are so impatient expecting guys to take all-star jumps in year 2. Like, he's like 20, 21. Like,
what you say? Would you say that word again? It's a what? It's a what, boss?
Was it? I don't know what I said.
You said it's a for Scotty Barnes. You said year 2. It's a what?
I don't know.
Process. Yeah,
Process.
yeah. You say it really nice. I like the way you say it.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna get some new guys up here. Process is fire. But I'm gonna get some new guys on the show, bro. But appreciate you guys for showing up, bringing the heat, man. Appreciate you guys.
Hey,
Y'all be safe. Go ahead, Zach. What you gotta say?
Hey, make sure Ticket knows. I gotta find him for lying on Monday. He was lying like crazy.
By the run the triple doubles.
Everything Ticket be saying be cap, and I'm on him for it. Next time I see him,
those triple doubles was.
I'll make sure whenever he's on the show, I'm gonna hit you up, Zay. I got you, bro.
Sure.
Y'all be easy. Y'all be easy, BJ.
Right,
take care, Mad Max. Y'all be easy. Again, if y'all cams ain't up, I'm not bringing you up here. I just can't.
Yo, Dub. Why didn't you pause that, bro?
Because I meant what I said.
Bro,
pause. Dub.
That you had to pause, bro.
Huh?
The way you said Mars says process, bro. That was pretty weird, bro.
You don't like the way he says process? What are we doing?
Nah, bro. The way you said it, I don't know. It just came off pretty weird.
No, did not. Yeah. Process. So. Process is elite. Let's not do this. Don't make this weird, bro. What are we doing?
Mars, I just saw you got AI under Clyde.
Yeah.
Can I please hear your argument?
All right, before you get there, I got some super chats that I still need to read off. All right, no problem, fellas. Fluent is becoming more right. Trade late AD low key. That is aging pretty well. I'm not gonna hold you, even though I don't like him. By this logic, why is Gary Payton not above Jason Kidd? That was probably.
Oh, that man was tripping, bro. I don't know what the hell he was talking about. What the fuck?
CP3 blew a 3-1 lead to Josh Smith and Corey Brewer. That is one of the times where yes, CP3 did fold, so we do understand that. But it doesn't happen a lot. The whole him choking the playoffs is an exaggerated thing. No love for the glove. Guess we're talking about top 5. I think he might be better than John Stockton. That's just me. Pippen led the Bulls in every major statistic in most of the finals, except for scoring. So it's kind of fair to say he carried major weight in those 6 rings. Anybody disagree with that?
No.
I mean, yeah, he was the second best player on the team. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
Got you. 20 ball from DJ's World, bro. If Jordan doesn't retire, do the Bulls win 8 straight? No. Second question, because it's Xmas time. I got kids, but if you swap Jordan and LeBron, who has the best chance to emulate the careers they had? And why is it LeBron?
I like this
fire.
Guy.
Hey, shout out to you, bro. Merry Christmas, man. I don't know why you brought up the kids part, but congratulations on the family you're building. Does Jordan? I want to answer the first part. Does Jordan go to 8 straight if he doesn't retire?
No.
His body would break down.
Hakeem kills them. Like 100% Hakeem kills them.
Didn't Jordan say that he didn't want to see Hakeem in the finals or some shit? Or if there was like anybody that he didn't want to, it would be Hakeem.
I mean, yeah, they didn't have a big. That's why they went
exactly.
up. They had to make moves, especially
I don't think they would have won.
Series. So
they would have got there easily.
But do you feel like anybody on the Rockets would have been able to contain Pippen and Jordan?
Probably not. But
no.
Hakeem, I think the record that the Rockets had against the Bulls was actually
they had a winning record. They were like one of the only teams that had a winning record against.
I understand that, but we know the finals it's a different.
It is. You're right.
It is, but we have to base it off of something.
Yeah, I need to use a measuring stick somehow. So I think the Rockets would have matched up for them very perfectly.
So when we talking about this, everybody likes to bring up the 2019 Raptors versus Warriors. So you feel like if both of them fully healthy, the Raptors are beating the Warriors? No. So you really can't kind of use that logic.
No, 100%. But I could use it maybe to support my opinion because at the end of the day, I don't know who's gonna win that one. Like against Hakeem and Chicago, I don't know. I don't know at all. But I could say that the Rockets do match up very well against them, and using that record of how they did in regular season is support of that they do match up very well against that Chicago Bulls. I don't know who will
All
win.
right, bet.
Just because, like you said, the Rockets don't have anybody to go up against MJ and Scotty, but at the
But the
same
Bulls
time,
don't got nobody to go up against Hakeem.
yeah, Hakeem in those 2 seasons was
He was a
different.
monster.
Yeah, he was having like 30 fucking points and like it's like 30 to 11, 4 with like 4 blocks and then 2 steals. He was ridiculous.
He wasn't just doing this.
Nah, yeah, he was actually making some moves happen.
Yeah, I'm saying, bro. I'm saying.
So I'm gonna go to question number 2 though. If you swap Jordan and LeBron, who does have the best chance to emulate the careers they had?
Do the Bulls still trade for Scottie Pippen?
Yeah, we'll keep it like that.
So LeBron is playing in the
8 minimum.
With the mentality that Jordan has, I feel like it would be more like Jordan because I don't think LeBron is nowhere near the mentality or the killer that Jordan is. So you put him in today's era, it's like, I don't know, man. It's scary. It could be more better, if you ask me, in my opinion.
I mean, with Jordan's strong mentality, I mean, that means he's never going to leave Cleveland because he thinks he can get it done, which means from my estimation, I don't think Cleveland's going to build a good team around him, which means I think he never wins. So
I think my MJ would have left.
Oh, but he has that mentality of he can get it done.
Bro,
the strong mentality. What are we talking about?
I don't want to hear that, bro.
The older players were built different. They don't need to team up.
Bro. I'm not.
That's why I've been
Listen,
told.
that's a lie. That's a lie from the old media, bro. MJ, enough times of him losing, he was not going to stay there for the whole entire time.
That's what I've been taught though, because those guys they don't run from the grind. They stick it out and they get it done.
No, they do be saying that, bro.
I agree.
He's not lying.
I agree to an extent. I agree.
Exactly. So Jordan has to win in Cleveland, otherwise he's not that guy.
Wasn't he possibly going to join the Knicks?
No. We don't talk about that. Jordan's that guy. He was never going to leave. What are we talking about?
He was possibly going to join the Knicks, and that was when they was winning titles. So I'm not. If they're.
But I feel like sometimes you guys confuse like the organization's problems and like staying dedicated to the grind. Like if the organization isn't doing the proper steps to help me get to where I want to be, then I don't want to be there. So it's kind of like a slippery slope.
LeBron left because they wasn't doing enough to help him.
Yeah, I don't never really blame Bron for leaving because they wasn't building a team around him. It was just, you feel me, he wanted to go join another top 5 player in the league. That was always my problem with it.
So then where does Jordan go if he leaves Cleveland? Because you can't join another player who's top 5.
20. Why are y'all making it so difficult now, bro?
It's because I'm just going based on the mentality that Jordan had. He can't team up.
Right.
So teaming up with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh is
with another top 5 player.
Yeah, he can't team up because Jordan's that guy. He's gonna
get
it done.
The Knicks have Patrick Ewing. What are we doing?
No, but he only did that because he wanted to get paid, innit? So that's why he did that. And the reason he retired when the Bulls were going to get rid of Phil Jackson isn't because he threw a fit and didn't want to play for any other coach. It's because his mentality was so strong that he wanted to go out. He wanted to go out on top. He wanted to go out on top. It's not nothing to do with him. Just
exactly. Mars, no.
That's not weak mentality. That's strong mentality. So you just got to think about it. So Jordan wouldn't team up with any elite level player. So you have to think about where he's going to go.
Come on now, he would have joined the Charlotte Bobcats. Prove a point.
He would have joined the Bulls. You think he would have joined the Bulls?
Hey. Hell no, the Charlotte Bobcats. He can't join the top 5, top 10 players, man.
The Bulls had Derrick Rose. What are we doing? He's not about to join a young talent in the league. No.
The youngest MVP.
That's
Come
bad
on now,
mentality.
you can't do that.
That's bad mentality.
Come on, bro. Let's not do that. Let's just flop LeBron and MJ, bro.
Hey.
Nah, you're making this hard.
You can't do that. I heard the mentality argument. I'm just saying, based on
I'm
mentality.
on this one.
I hate
Exactly.
that
He has to go join. He has to go.
Yeah.
The Kings just drafted DeMarcus Cousins. Maybe he can go there.
Nah, DJ's World for sure. For sure. Wait to ask Ticket and show that question. That would be a great debate. Everybody up here is like, we don't have that same type of crazy.
Nah.
You got Ticket is that crazy MJ fan in the barbershop that you're just like, bro, you're wild.
And it doesn't help because he has a bunch of people behind him that think the same way. I was watching the Ticket versus the World, the first one, and when he brought in his homeboy, bro, I was like, what the hell is this guy talking about, bro? When he was arguing, who was he arguing with? He arguing with Lowe? Him and Lowe
Yeah,
when they
I
were
think
going
so.
at it, the other guy was talking about some dumb stuff. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about, bro?
Yeah,
Like, somebody would play with like a broken hand or something. Like, bro, what are you talking about, bro?
and I'm not gonna lie, I did not realize how toxic Jordan fans were until I met
They're
Ticket. in his
toxic,
group.
bro.
That's how they all
They're
are on
toxic.
TikTok.
I didn't realize it. I didn't
That's how
realize
they
it.
are.
The same way people say LeBron fans are toxic, bro. Jordan fans are toxic too, bro. They got their
worse, bro.
I
I
think
feel like
Brad
it's
fans
worse.
are just a different level of toxic. Brad fans.
Jesus.
I think it's because we grew up in it. I think that's what it is. Since we grew up around the LeBron fans all the time, it makes it worse for us.
Yeah.
MJ fans be
They're
MJ fans be
crazy,
wild.
bro. They're
100%. Mars, you want to explain that Clyde Drexler take that you was talking about?
Please.
Oh, okay. So I think Clyde Drexler, we're looking at him as a person. Oh, tickets.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
If we're looking at
Hey,
Clyde
get ready
Drexler's
to
game,
not talk for like
Yes, sir.
I think him being the athlete he was, being able to get to the rim and finish very comfortably. I think he was a better passer than Allen Iverson. Even though Drexler was I'd say average defender, especially off the ball, he wasn't that good, but on the ball he was solid. His mid-range game, his outside shot was much better than AI. I think as a number one, if you want to talk about leading teams to success, he got to the finals a couple of times, but that doesn't really move me that much. But I think his overall game, being able to play off the ball and on the ball, maintaining very solid levels of efficiency, having more longevity than AI, in my opinion, mixed with the fact that I've seen him as a number two be able to thrive and play off of other players, something I couldn't see Allen Iverson do. I struggle to see why AI would be above Clyde on my list. Besides
Longevity of what though?
Of playing at a high all-star, all-NBA level.
He only averaged over 23 like 3 times.
So
hold on. My man at the bottom. My man at the bottom with the glasses, looking like a dusty ass Jordan Poole. Let me tell you, watch your lips, dog. Watch your lips. Watch your lips.
What did I say?
Watch your lips when you talk to the king. Watch your lips when you talk to the king.
What did I say?
You know what you said. I heard you. You think you said? Yeah, I heard what you said, dog. Oh, be prepared.
What is that?
I'm sorry, our Clyde Drexler discussion got into.
Shut up.
Oh,
be prepared for his ass. What's up, Mark? Yo, what's good, dog? Hey, Doug, what up, man? What up, Mark?
Good, bro.
I heard this little boy being disrespectful. I heard him being disrespectful.
What did
so
I say?
I came to put my foot on his ass real quick.
Wait, what did I say?
I heard him being
Get him,
disrespectful,
Ticket.
so I came to
Get
put
him,
my foot
Ticket.
on
Get him,
his ass.
Ticket. Let's go.
Yeah,
What did
I heard
I say?
you, dog.
What did I
Don't be
say?
scared now. Don't be
What
scared
the fuck
now.
is there to be scared about? What did I say? I'm asking you what I said.
I give you like Draymond Green to Jordan Poole. Hey, don't be scared now.
What are you talking about? Draymond Green and Jordan Poole? What the fuck?
Jordan Poole's still twitching around here somewhere. He's still twitching from that knockout.
Hey, Ticket, I want to ask you. I want to ask you.
Go ahead, Mark. My bad. I just heard old boy talking slick. My bad, man.
Why you so? What was going on, man? What did I press you so hard about, bro?
Man, you heard what you rewind the tape, man.
I'm at okay. Tell me.
Rewind the tape when he said, "Oh, Ticket's coming in," and what you said. Rewind the tape. I hear everything. So. I hear everything. I don't gotta tell you. You ain't retarded. Let's go ahead. Hey, dog, what's up, dog?
Yo, what's good, bro? Yeah, Ticket, I do want to ask you this question because I think this question is actually perfect for you. So, if Jordan doesn't, first of all, if Jordan doesn't retire, do they win 8 straight?
Of course, bro. Nobody beat Mike, man. In the head, man. Them dudes. Once Mike was on the road, bro. Nobody gonna beat them in the series. Nobody gonna beat them in 07. Listen, did the Houston Rockets just run through the, hold on? Did the Rockets just run through the? Hold on. Who did the team beat in the finals? He beat Shaq and who else?
The Knicks, I believe, right?
Yeah, Patrick Ewing.
Right. Hold on. Right. Tell me. Right. Did he run through Patrick Ewing in the Knicks, or was it a nice series?
It was a good. I think it went to 7 or 6, right? It was 7 or 6.
It was a very good series.
Right. So what the hell you think would happen with Michael Jordan in? End of story.
We don't know because who do the Bulls have that can?
No, you gotta think about it. Ewing is worse. Ewing is worse than Michael Jordan. Ewing went 7. Michael Jordan wins. Duh.
My
think
bad.
about it.
Simple math. My bad, bro. My bad.
Exactly. Simple math. So
I don't know where my head-
The Knicks went.
Done.
The Knicks went to 7 games in '92 and went to 6 games in '93. So like even the Bulls was even the Bulls were struggling. Even the Bulls were struggling.
Yo, why is he arguing about a dude who won 3 straight, came back, and when he played the full season, won another 3 straight? Why are we arguing? And they never went 6 in the final. Why are we arguing about it? Why are we? Why is that even a discussion? That shouldn't even be a point.
I just think
Exactly,
that
so
I think
obvious.
the Houston Rockets matchup. I think the Houston Rockets match up very well against them. That's just
Man, get out of here, man.
How do you match up with Michael Jeffrey Jordan, the GOAT?
Thank you.
Think about it.
He was more of a problem than the King. Jordan was more of a problem than the King. Why a team didn't dominate like Jordan did?
Jordan's better.
Not the GOAT. He didn't have that mentality.
Why didn't a team dominate like Jordan did, Doug?
Because Jordan's better. I think Jordan's better.
Right. So that's all you need to know.
Oh man. All right, so then the next part of the question is, if you swap Jordan and LeBron, who has the best chance to emulate the careers they had? And why is it LeBron? So this is a LeBron fan that said that. So if you swap MJ and LeBron for their careers, which one do you think will be better?
And the Bulls don't get no titles because what happens is LeBron James do what Jordan did, and they end up breaking up the team after those 2 or 3 years.
Bro, you don't even believe what you're saying. You don't even believe it. You don't.
Bro,
LeBron has made the most trades in NBA history. It's evidence. Right. LeBron can't get it done.
Shut your funny face ass up. Exactly. We already know LeBron James got to have
talk about funny face.
We know LeBron got to have a stacked deck to win. If you think LeBron James thought that first Bulls team was stacked, no. LeBron James would have wanted to make sure the deck was bro. He ran from Cleveland.
It was another super team in the league at the time. It was another super team in the league.
LeBron's trading Scottie Pippen before he gets the time to develop. He's trading. That's what LeBron James does. He doesn't grow young players.
He ran from Cleveland. Just as he was supposed to be fighting the Celtics. What did Mike do? Did Mike run from the Pistons?
Was the Celtics not a super team?
But would Mike run from that grind?
Hold on, stay right there. Was the Celtics a super team when Mike faced them? Okay, shut the fuck up.
He's good enough. He's supposed to win.
Okay, did he run? Hold on, did he run?
They got him Scottie Pippen
when Bron lost in 2018. You pulled it against him.
He didn't have to.
He didn't have to. He didn't have to.
Wait. Did he run?
He didn't have to.
No.
He didn't have to.
No. Oh, yes. No. Time out. I'm about to cook you. Hold on, bro. Hold on. So who talking about? Hold on. Wait. Who beat those Boston Celtics that Mike was losing to? Who beat those Celtics?
The Lakers.
Yeah.
No, you're a goddamn fool. The fucking Detroit Pistons whooped their ass, right?
Nigga, you talking about in the late 80s?
I'm asking you, hold on. Bro, listen, and you gonna learn. So the Pistons went and beat the Lakers, right or wrong?
In the late 80s, yes.
And then hold on, wait. I ain't finished yet. Now, how many Hall of Famers did the Pistons have?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bro, these are the dumbass questions that don't even matter.
Wait, bro, because I'm about to show you something. You can't say you don't know, but then act like you're talking basketball. You have to know how many Hall of Famers.
Why does it matter?
Wait. I'm gonna give you. Hold on. I'm gonna give you 3. You should know 3 just off the jump. You should know Isaiah.
You're right.
Joe Dumars,
right,
and Dennis Rodman. You should know those 3 off the
Of course, yes, I know those 3. Yes.
What does that have to do with anything?
Okay. So hold on. So wait. I ain't finished yet. Hold on. Wait.
I'm waiting for you to finish.
You haven't started. You literally haven't started.
Wait. Hold on 1 second, because I want this is a teaching moment right here. So now
I'm learning
Mike
so much.
went up against a team. Wait, dog.
You're making me dumber.
Mike went up against a. Wait, dog, because I'm about to break it down for you real quick. Mike went up against a Boston Celtics super team, right? Mike didn't run. Okay, look, the Celtics end up getting beat by the Detroit Pistons.
What year was he in? What year was he in? What year was he in?
Just hold on, my man.
What year was he in?
That Michael Jordan has a superior mentality.
What year was he in?
Yo, my man. You let me finish my sentence.
What year was he in?
Bro, just let him finish. You don't have to go on for an hour, bro.
What year was he in?
Bro, my man. Hey, yo,
what year was he in?
Hey, yo, look.
What year was he in?
Can I finish my sentence so you can understand what I'm trying to say?
You don't. That's
let him finish.
You let him
get it off.
I'm going somewhere else. I'm going somewhere else.
I think I'm right.
With my argument.
It's crazy.
I'm going somewhere else with my argument, Janet Jackass. And here's where I'm going.
Crazy.
When Michael Jordan played the Celtics, he lost to him. He didn't run. What happened? The Celtics end up getting beat by somebody else. Watch this. LeBron James. He was playing the Celtics super team. Wait, I'm not finished yet. LeBron James. He was playing a Celtics super team. What did LeBron James do? He ran. He didn't stay.
Why?
Hold on. Wait.
No.
I'm not finished, bro. I'm not finished,
Because
boy.
he couldn't get it done. Because he couldn't get it done. That's why. Because he couldn't get it done. That's why.
Hey, Mars, don't put this man fire, bro.
Couldn't get it done.
See, that's
Don't put this man fire.
Hold on.
Hey, that's y'all problem. Hey, look, that's y'all problem. Y'all don't want to. Hey, look, y'all don't want to listen to what somebody say in context. You don't want to listen.
I'm giving you context. I'm trying to give you context.
My man, let me explain what I'm saying. My man, Jordan Poole, little sister. Let me explain my part, and then I'm gonna let you answer me. I'm saying to you now, goddamn you, pussy ass nigga, because if I tell him to cancel your ass, you'll be up the show tonight, right now. So shut the fuck up. Now, like I said, Michael Jordan.
Hold on, I need you to chill with that.
Michael Jordan and LeBron James had the same similar type of path choice. Watch this. The Boston Celtics were a super team when Mike called them early, but the Celtics got older and somebody else got them out of the way in the East. Now, LeBron James, he caught the Celtics super team, but instead of LeBron staying, he left early before he could get them out the way. Dwight went ahead and got them out the way before LeBron could. So Dwight handled LeBron's business, but LeBron James went to a different coast. The difference is Mike stayed in the East. He didn't run from the smoke. He stayed there and he didn't even have a super team.
Why did you answer my question though?
That's crazy. Like,
because you want to add all this context for Michael Jordan, but you're not adding no context for LeBron, bro. Because there was no his team was not going to build around
the Cavs were favored those years. They won 66 games. 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 They were favored to win. They were favored to beat Orlando, and Bron couldn't get it done.
Hey, Doug, watch how I body this boy right here. Okay, so let me ask you one question, dog. Let me ask you one question. Hold on, my man. Let me ask you one question. What was the reason why LeBron and them won 66 and 60 games? With
because LeBron carried them.
Stay right there. Hold on. Stay right there. So if it was LeBron, the only reason why they won 66 and 60 games, why the fuck they ain't win 66 games all them years before that?
If he would have done that, his longevity would have been as good as now. He thinks about that. He understands longevity.
What team wins the same amount of games every single season?
How did they go from winning 45 games to 60 games in 1 year? Just LeBron. That's crazy. You guys don't know basketball. You guys don't know basketball. They made additions, the team got better, and they won more games. That's what happened.
If it's just LeBron, that's amazing. That's amazing that his teammates was all trash, but he just suddenly jumped from winning 48 games to 66 games and being a number one team, number one defense, coach of the year, all that stuff in 1 year.
No, he was so much less of a system in Miami than he was in fucking the Cavs, right? He had to change how he played. He couldn't be the fucking how he was at the Cavs. He was shooting less. He was trying to shoot more jumpers. He couldn't hold the ball as much as he could on the Cavs. He was trying to let his teammates get numbers. That's what he was.
Hey, they had a good ass team, right? How many games they win with LeBron left?
The team made
a bunch of
They got rid of their GM. They got rid of their coach. They had a whole bunch of injuries that year. There's a lot of context behind why they lost a bunch of games. Not to mention in 08 there was no Mo Williams. They won 45 games. Mo Williams joins the team. They win 66 the next year. So to say that he had no help,
Mo Williams was the piece that they were missing to be a regular season team.
Mo Williams made them a much better team. Mo Williams made them a much better team. Yes. If you don't know that,
let me ask you a question.
No, I'm not. Yeah, like
let me ask you a question.
When was
Scotty's first All-NBA?
I mean, this is an easy question.
I'm gonna ask you this question. Who went and got Mo Williams from Milwaukee?
What year
Who
was
went and
Scotty
got Mo Williams from Milwaukee?
What was he first All-Star All-NBA? What year was it?
No. I'm gonna ask you, but hold on. I'm gonna ask you a question. Who went and got Milwaukee? Who went and got Mo Williams from Milwaukee the year before he went to Cavs? Didn't LeBron go openly recruit?
The reason he was an All-Star is because they had 66 wins. It wasn't because he was good.
You're gonna say Mo Williams wasn't good? Okay, that's crazy.
Hold on.
So he was good. You know what I'm talking about.
Let me get this straight. Hold on. Let me get this straight. So it ain't because he was averaging what? Damn near
13, 16, 17. He was averaging 17.
Wait. Listen. He was one of the best 3-point shooters late. He was one of the best 3-point
shooters. Such a big deal, bro.
My man.
Lamar
Hold
Odom
on, let
was
me get this
averaging
right.
like 15, 16 as a third option.
Hold on. I just want to, my man. I just want to get one thing straight with y'all.
That's crazy.
Let's just. Mike Brown isn't a good coach, even though he's already went and turned the Sacramento Kings around just like that. He wasn't a good coach, even though he was coach of the year with LeBron, right? So he wasn't a good coach.
Great coach.
Hold on, let me finish. The GM, hold on, wait. The GM was trash and didn't put no pieces around LeBron, even though he's turned around the Pelicans in less than 2 years. I ain't gonna say that because we got parental advisory. Okay, so the GM wasn't nothing, even though he went to the Pelicans and turned them around in 2 years. The coach wasn't nothing, even though he's with Sacramento and he's completely turned that franchise around.
Nigga, how long ago was that though? You can learn in goddamn 15 years, bro.
My man, time out.
Mike Brown was coach of the year. What are we talking about? Mike Brown was coach of the year.
Bro, we took the same coach won coach of the year, right?
Exactly.
But okay, hold on. Did Mike Brown win coach of the year?
Yes, but what the fuck? They won 66 games. Most of the time they give coach of the year to the team that has the most wins.
Wasn't the Cavs one of the best defensive teams in the league?
Yes. It was anchored by Bron.
So that was just. Let me answer the question. Hold on.
Anchored by Bron.
Wait. That was just LeBron James. The reason why they were the best, one of the best defensive teams in the league.
Nobody said that.
No, but you just said. Hold on. You just said. The only reason why they won 66 and 60 games was because of LeBron.
I said anchored.
You did say that.
I said he anchored it.
You said LeBron carried. LeBron carried.
Did I ask him? No. I asked you. What was the difference?
He anchored it.
No. So now he had help, right?
No.
What the fuck are you talking about? He had no help, but he was.
How do you not have help? So Zildjinas Ilgauskas wasn't playing defense that year. Zildjinas Ilgauskas wasn't playing defense. So now we're lying. Okay.
Yes, I'm lying.
Yeah, we're lying.
We're lying. All you gotta do is say, is Mo Williams the second fiddle on a championship team? Yes or no?
Hell no.
Mars, they say Dirk Nowitzki.
Can you win a championship with Mo Williams as your second best player? Yes or no?
Dirk had all kind of help when he won the chip. They said he had all kind of help when he won the chip, right? Even though he had old role players, he had old over-the-hill role players. Sean Marion wasn't the same. J. Kidd was 36 years old.
All of them than fucking Mo Williams.
Wait, I'm not saying. Hold on.
What does that have to do with anything? You're just saying something so people agree with you, so you feel right, bro.
Wait. So what we saying is, hold on. What we saying is that hold on. What we saying is that a dude that averaged 19 points per game and almost a double-double, almost 20 and 10 the year before he came to LeBron. Antoine Jameson ain't mean nothing to that team that won 66 games. What we saying is that Mo Williams, all them other dudes, Mo Williams was an all-star. He was an all-star.
Antoine Jameson played 25 games that season.
Bro, what the fuck does
Thank
you do with anything?
Antoine Jameson played 25 games that season.
Ticket.
Oh, he got traded.
Now there's an excuse.
Listen to the excuse. Wait. He got traded and what he averaged with the Cavs?
Who?
What he averaged? 17 and 8?
Hold on, Dad. How does being an all-star not matter?
What's the excuse ticket? Let me hear the excuse.
They're just using it to say LeBron had no help. They're just saying that LeBron had no help.
We're comparing Mo Williams to Scottie Pippen, bro.
Fucking championship team. Andrew Wiggins was an all-star starter. He's like the 5th best player in the Warriors, bro.
What are you talking about? Without Andrew Wiggins Andrew Wiggins helped them win that championship. Andrew Wiggins
but Mo Williams.
Andrew Wiggins is the third or fourth option on the Warriors, and he's a better player than Mo Williams.
Mo Williams was getting busy though.
Mo Williams was averaging 16 points.
Bobby, but listen, you gonna sit here and tell me that Mo Williams would be a second best player to a championship team?
So I mean, what they didn't win the championship. So
no, Jordan Poole. Hold on,
but Mo Williams,
that's my point. I'm not discrediting Mo Williams. He was good, but what I want to understand is,
but you would have been my man. You would have been better off saying, my man. You would have been better off.
Let me finish.
You ain't let me do shit. I talk when I want to talk, dog. Who you? I'm big. Hold on, I'm big dog. You little homie. Remember that shit. Now, like I said,
because MJ Sex was not with you.
You ain't gotta ask that nigga to let you talk. You ain't gotta ask that nigga to let you talk, little bro.
This not even your show. This not your show.
This boy was better off saying
you ain't gotta ask that nigga to let you talk, little bro. You talk when you want to.
You were better off saying, you were better off saying Mo Williams fell off in the playoffs. Hey, look, time out. Let me ask you a question, dog. You got a channel?
No, I don't got no channel. What the fuck?
Okay, well then shut up then, man. You ain't got if you ain't got no channel, you ain't got no status. You ain't got no say. Tell me, bro. Hey, bro. It's seniority. Hey, tell me. It's seniority. Hey, it's seniority around here. This Doug and Mars show. This ain't your show, sucker. This ain't your show. So, hey, yo, you need to. Hey, tell me. You need to. Hey, look, dog. Hey, look.
This Doug and Mars show, ain't it?
You need to tell.
Ain't this Doug and Mars show? I thought this was open court.
I'm I
thought this was open court.
I just need you to chill. Hold on, fellas. Everyone chill. Everyone chill. Everyone chill. Please. Everyone chill. Everyone chill. Everyone chill. Everyone chill. Everyone chill. All right. This is me and Mars' show. And with me and Mars' show, hold on. We all have to keep a level of respect.
Hey, this clown's not talking to you from
Ticket. Saying things like that is borderline disrespectful. Please, I need you to chill, because Gabe is a good guy and he is a part of the Players Choice crew.
Well, tell him to shut up, then, man.
No. Ticket. Hold on, Ticket, please. Ticket, please. Just chill. All right. But I do want to address this. Bobby actually wants to have a 1v1 with you, Ticket, right now. And Bobby's been asking for this for a minute. And Big House Bob is right next to you on your right now. Bobby, how you feeling, bro?
Shit, you know how it go, man. I just wanted to holler at Ticket about a couple things that needed to be discussed. Sometimes I agree with you, but when I don't agree with you, I really don't agree with you. You know what I'm saying? You went crazy with the Scottie Pippen tape. The disrespect is too much for me to handle. You know what I'm saying? We'll get to that, but hold on. I got something else to talk to you about though, Ticket. Because how you just did my man Gabe was out of pocket. You said a couple of days ago about the panel. That you are the panel and the panel is you. You said you are chill and chill is you. You said you are fluent and fluent is you. I feel the same way about my guys in the chat. I feel the same way about my guys that's up here right now. And sometimes they don't get a chance to get up here and defend themselves against you. And I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from, bullies get bullied. You know what I'm saying? We
Zach
can't
Randolph.
go for that shit. Is there a reason why
I'm a bully when it's 5-on-1 every time? Hold on. How I'm a bully? Hey, let me ask you a question, dog. I listen to you. How I'm a bully when it's 5-on-1 every time I come in here? How that's a bully?
I think you.
No. I want you to answer that question. Hold on. I want you to answer the question. How is somebody a bully when it's 5-on-1 every single time? Answer that question. I'll wait.
Shit, That's a fair question, but at the same time, you make that you cause that.
That's all I want to know. Tell me, because hold on. You have to go back. You have to rewind me before you say this stuff. You say, my man.
I'm answering your question.
Before you say what you say,
hold on.
Hey, my man.
I'm answering your question. Let me answer your question. You asked me something.
No. I'm saying, hold on. No, I'm saying before you say something, you have to understand how this started. This started when I came on. And me and Lowe disagreed on something. When me and Lowe disagreed on something, everybody took Lowe's side and came at me. So then when I turned up, now everybody talking about somebody a bully. No, how is that? It was 5-on-1. Period.
Okay. I wasn't there for that. I don't know about that.
That's how it all got started.
Okay, for sure. Look, check it out. I said what I said about that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the people need a voice. So I'm letting y'all know, Gabe, bro, above you. If y'all need somebody to come and knock the bully down, y'all call me. I'll pull up.
Ain't no bully. Ain't no bully.
Other than that, we can move on. We can move on.
Ain't no bully want to see. Ain't no bully want to see everybody one-on-one. Hold on, my man.
So we can move on.
Ain't no bully want to see everybody one-on-one.
We can move on.
Hold on. Let me explain something to you. If I was a bully, I wouldn't even come over here. Because none of them niggas agree with me. Hold on. Let me say this to you. Hold on. Let me say this to you, dog. If I was a bully, I wouldn't even come over here. A bully stay in his own space and prey upon the weak. I came over here because I seen a bunch of dudes that disagreed with me. We had a fundamental disagreement. I had a conversation with a man, and everybody else in the chat jumped on me. So what you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do what a real one do. I'm gonna turn up, and that's what I did ever since. And I'm gonna double up, and I'm gonna keep doubling up.
Check me out. Let's move on from that. Because I'm more concerned about the disrespect you got for Scottie Pippen. I can't stand that shit. So what?
Well, let's talk about it.
You said what?
So hold on. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Well, let's start outside of basketball and then go to basketball. Do Scottie Pippen deserve respect the way well, I don't even want to say. You know what? I don't even want to say that. Okay, so we outside of basketball, he don't even deserve no respect. Outside of basketball, now inside of basketball, let's be honest, bro. Let's be honest. You talking about somebody disrespecting? When the man came in the league, he was letting Charlie Luka and them slap him in the face and slap him around. You talking about me? He didn't honor himself as a basketball player. He did nothing about it. They used to beat him around every day, made him tough. They the ones who made Scottie. If Scottie Pippen would have got drafted and went to Seattle, he would have never turned out to be what he was. The only reason why he did is because he played with Mike. You got to remember, when Scottie came in the league, he didn't come in the league averaging 20. Mike came in the league averaging almost 30, bro. Scottie Pippen came in the league as a bench player.
Okay, Scottie Pippen ain't come in like Jordan did. I won't say that he did, but what I will say is that he deserved much more respect than he get. You know what I'm saying? Scottie Pippen put on for the Bulls. Jordan wouldn't have 6 rings without Scottie.
You're not
every time you always say, "Oh, Michael Jeffrey Jordan." Hold on, bro. Let me.
Who put the battery in Scottie back? I'm asking you a question. Who put the battery in his back?
That's irrelevant, bro. What I'm talking about is what Scottie did.
No, come on. My man. Hold on, my man. I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong. For you to say that's irrelevant is BS. The reason why it's BS is because, bro, that's the difference in some players being great, all-time greats, and just being average, bro. When you got a dude like Kobe,
Scottie is an all-time great.
Hold on. Let me finish.
How you gonna have so much love? How you gonna have so much love for Bill Wallace and no love for Scottie Pippen?
My man.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, fam. You being a hooper, bro. You should already know, like, a person putting the energy in your back type of thing. Like, you need that. Always gonna make you a better player. So, like, you gotta always play that in the factor. Like, Jordan did put that energy into
no doubt. I didn't say that wasn't true. Jordan definitely did. What I said was that's not what we talking about. We talking about the greatness of Scottie Pippen and the fact that you got so much love for Ben Wallace. Hold on, no, bro. You keep cutting me off, bro. Let me say what I'm saying. You got so much love for Ben Wallace.
Hold on. You asked me a question.
I'm not going on because you got so much love for Ben Wallace and no love for Scottie Pippen. That's
okay. Look, I'm gonna let you
backwards.
talk. Hold on. I'm gonna let you talk, and then I'm gonna respond to you. Go ahead.
Okay, so all right, let me talk then. So look, you got so much love for Ben Wallace, right? How you got that much love for Ben and zero love and respect for Scottie Pippen, but then you always talk about Michael Jeffrey Jordan this, Michael Jeffrey Jordan that. Don't disrespect the great Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Let me tell you how.
But bro, hold on. Let me finish this sentence. Let me tell you how. Hold on.
Let me tell you how.
Check me out. Nah, check me out. Hey, Dub, mute this nigga, Dub.
You did say that you was gonna let him talk.
He asked me a question, and you don't want me to answer it.
No. You answer it afterwards. Answer it afterwards. Go ahead, Bobby. Continue.
Yo, you always talk about Michael Jeffrey Jordan this, Michael Jeffrey Jordan that. But how many rings would Michael Jeffrey Jordan would have without Scottie Pippen?
All right, go ahead, Ticket.
Can I answer now?
Yeah, please do. I need to know.
Okay, let me start off with his first question. First of all, you said, how do I have so much respect for Ben Wallace? Because Ben Wallace came from nothing. He came from absolutely nothing.
How do you respect him?
The only undrafted player. Hold on, let me finish.
Hold on, Bobby. Yeah, Bobby. You gotta let him talk.
Can I finish my sentence? Can I finish my
I'm just doing my best picking. I'm doing my best picking.
Nah, Bobby, you gotta let him talk.
Finish my sentence.
I'm doing my best picking impersonation. This how we do Bobby, because I'm doing him the same way he do him. I'm doing him the same way they do him.
Y'all call me a bully. He asked this question. I go to answer the question. If I can say 3 words, the man cut me off.
Nah, because you not no bully, but you think you a bully, but you not no bully though.
I ain't cool no bully.
Answer, whoa, what are you talking about, bully, my man? I'm trying to answer your question.
Yeah, I don't think you're a bully. Go ahead, Ticket.
Yeah, bully's
this man asked me a question. I'm trying to answer his question. He said every time about something. I can't say nothing. Okay, now let me get to it. The reason why, because Ben Wallace I saw his whole career. He came from nothing, was the only undrafted player in NBA history to make the Hall of Fame. He
That's
worked
big love,
himself
big
from being
love.
an undrafted player in the same draft class as Kobe, in the same, let me finish, bro. In the same draft class as Kobe, AI, and all those other dudes who was legendary in that 96 draft class. He made his way all the way through the NBA, the trials and tribulations of where he could have been cut. He had no offensive game. He had to be supremely great at something. So he turned himself into a legend, right? Now, here's the thing. Scottie Pippen, when Scottie Pippen came into the league, yeah, Scottie didn't have nothing, but guess what Scottie did have when he came into the league? He had some of the
Where does
greatest
Scottie come from, though?
motivators
Where
and the
does Scottie
greatest
come
pushers
from?
and the greatest player in the history of the game of basketball. Can I finish my sentence? Can I finish my sentence, man? Can I finish my sentence? He had one of the great. He had one of the greatest motivators in Charles.
Where did Scottie come from?
Bro, can I finish, man? He had one of the greatest motivators in the history of the game in Charles Oakley. And bro, can I finish? My man, can I finish my sentence, bro? Can I answer your first question? So y'all don't misquote me.
Go ahead, Ticket.
Again, he came up under one of the greatest motivators in the history of basketball in Charles Oakley. Also, he came up under the greatest player to ever play the game of basketball in Michael Jordan. If you knew what was going on when Scottie came into the league, Scottie was soft. Scottie wasn't even really ready for the moment. He wasn't ready to take over. The Chicago Bulls were getting ready to trade Scottie Pippen at a time for a young T-Mac when he was coming up. Because they wasn't believing in Scottie to that extent.
98. That was in 97.
They ended up keeping Scottie Pippen. Now you can look that up and fact check.
That was like 10 years after that, bro.
Right here,
that was a whole decade after
the thing
that.
with Scottie Pippen was this.
Like, that's what
Mike
I'm saying,
and
bro.
Charles
That doesn't
Oakley
even
and
make
those guys, before Oak got traded and then he left and ended up going to the
Oakley
Knicks.
got traded in the
They
80s.
are the ones who toughened up and made Scottie Pippen the player that he is today. Because Scottie Pippen, when he came into the league, if you knew anything, if you knew, okay, hold on. If you knew anything, my man. I'm gonna say this to you again. I'm gonna say, okay. So let me ask you this question then, dog. Scottie Pippen came out of college just like Mike, right?
Yeah, but where did he come from? What division was he playing in?
Huh?
What you said Ben Wallace came from nothing. Where did Scottie Pippen come from?
Yo, can y'all hear?
I think Ticket. I don't know.
I'm asking you a question. Hold on.
Wait, hold on.
Scottie came out of college just like Mike.
I'm gonna mute you right quick because I think your connection is up. The reason I muted you is because I think your connection is up. I think it's a bit delayed, so I think you're hearing things a little bit later and responding it later. So that's why I muted you, to let you know that. So I just want to let you know that it kind of seems like delayed. You're responding a little bit later than usual.
He can't hear you right now. He's gonna hear it in like 10 seconds.
So yeah, I mean, it just the connection's probably just messing up right now. I was a little bit confused.
My connection is good.
And it might be from our end. Yeah, the Wi-Fi is maybe acting up.
I can hear y'all. Look, I can hear y'all
How's that?
perfectly.
Everything's on point now. Is everything on point now?
I can hear y'all perfectly.
All right, then continue.
It's delayed.
The bitch got
I can hear y'all perfectly, man.
No, yeah, Ticket. His stuff is message him.
No. Listen, this is what I'm saying to you, bro. All I'm saying to my man is this. I'm saying to my man, bro.
That's crazy.
Facts.
I can hear y'all perfectly, bro. I'm just trying to say, I'm trying to answer the man's question. I'm trying to answer the man's question, and y'all let me answer the man's question. I'm saying to him,
he's gonna start
both
tripping.
Mike
We're trying to
and
help him out.
Scottie, both Mike and
Yeah.
Facts. Can't argue with
both
that.
Mike and Scottie came out of college. My question to him is, if Scottie Pippen was so great, why he was a bench player? Why he didn't start? Why he didn't start and wasn't an instant impact like Mike was when he first came in the league?
MJ was the biggest ball hog of all
He
time.
He
So
he gonna hear this 10
Scottie Pippen was
seconds
never allowed
later,
to
bro.
shoot more than 17 shots per game.
Why was Kobe off the bench when he first joined in?
Because you don't let high school players start straight away. Gosh, you don't know basketball.
Scottie Pippen
You don't know basketball.
MJ didn't let him shoot.
Damn, Gab, you ain't have to do that.
My bad, bro. I forgot.
Basketball. You don't. No one was letting
Yo,
high school
Morris,
players
that
come out and
trolling
start
is
straight
crazy.
away.
So Ticket.
Gabe. You ain't have to bring no facts into this game.
My bad, bro. My bad. I
Yeah,
forgot.
so Ticket, I want to let
That's
you
on
know
me.
what's happening. Well, with everything is. Oh, there we go. Never mind. I'll have to explain
It's
it
all
now.
it's all love, y'all. I'll catch up with Tiki some other day. We'll talk about it. I'm gonna let y'all continue. I'm on the freeway. I don't want to mess up the show. Appreciate you
Nah,
letting me on,
it's
Dub.
been a good show, bro. Appreciate Bobby for you coming on, bro. We're about to hit 3 hours now, so I'm gonna read off these super chats and then they'll be on the way out. From DJ's World, no, not a LeBron fan. I just think 2-3 is damn near impossible in today's day. I
Hey,
get
Gabe,
you.
next time you get to talk to crazy you like that, message me. I'm gonna jump on.
I got you, bro. Super chat from Big Meech. Ticket TV, Braun stood 10 toes down for 7 years, and the Cavs didn't get him help. They had a chance to get Primary and didn't want to trade J.J. Hickson.
They got him help. You just don't know basketball.
No, of course. I mean, I don't know, bro.
Mo Williams, Antoine
They just
Jameson,
don't. I don't
Shaquille
like.
O'Neal. They got
I
him
hope.
help.
I hope. I don't
Yeah,
get. I don't get assault.
this
Like.
troll act is crazy.
What do you call it? Like, my head chopped off with insults by saying this, but like Jordan fans sometimes don't add context for the other side, but they add context for their own side all the time, bro. So it's like I don't know.
Yeah. Don't worry about it, Gabe, bro.
Nah,
Don't
it's
worry
straight,
about
bro.
it.
I was trying to be
Yeah.
respectful, bro. I don't know what's going on.
Dub, can I say a stat about Scotty?
Say a stat about Scotty? Yeah,
Be
go ahead.
careful. Be careful.
So you know how LeBron averaged more points, rebounds, assists, steals than everyone in the final series, right?
Mhm.
So there's only 5 people in history that have averaged more points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks than their whole team for a whole season and with the regular season, right?
Who's that?
And Scottie Pippen only had 1 year where he had that opportunity in '94 as the number one guy, right? It's Dave
Yeah, they
Cowens.
won like 50 games, right?
Yeah, 55.
Old boy left. Hey, old boy left.
Yeah,
Dave
yeah.
He was on the
I
freeway.
thought
He was on the freeway.
he is on the freeway.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
well, obviously he was running, talking about somebody being a bully, but he's on the freeway.
nah. We thought your
What?
connection was acting up. So what we'll do is because we're about to hit our 3 hour mark. I'll get you guys the next time if you guys are available for next time on Open Gym. I'll get you guys to have y'all 1-on-1 to continue this Scottie Pippen talk. How's that sound
Hey,
for you,
Doug,
Ticket?
hey, Doug, let me
What's
just
up?
say this on my exit. I heard dude say something about Kobe. Don't think I ain't hear you say that about Kobe. We already know. I heard Mars answer that. But just my last thing on what he was saying about my last thing. Hold on. My last thing on what he was saying about Scotty and Ben, bro. Tell me who Ben Wallace had around him that was on Michael Jordan level that was pushing him to be who he was when he came into the league undrafted.
It's not about one guy.
Tell
It's
me
about
who.
the team, dude.
When Jordan,
The Pistons had an
when he
insanely
came,
great team.
When Ben, hold on,
Ben
time out.
Wallace didn't
I
start on
said
the
who was
Pistons.
on the
They
hold
were
on.
basketball. He
Who
started in
was on the
Washington.
hold on? Wait. Who was hold on? I'm just asking you because I know he pushed Ben, but he didn't push Ben. I know how Ben came up. You know how I know? Because I saw it. I watched it with my very eyes. I watched the grit and grind. I watched him in the gym every fucking day in the off season, every goddamn day putting in work. I watched that shit himself. Call a motherfucker early in the morning. Yo, let's get
What
up.
does that have
Come
to
on,
do with
time to roll to
anything?
the gym every day. It wasn't nobody push him.
But I
Scotty
think
and them was pushing him. You know how I know?
Ticket.
Go ask Charles Oakley. Oakley's right there.
Who was pushing MJ?
Hold on. It all has everything to do with it.
I
Who was
see
pushing MJ?
what Ticket's saying. What Ticket is saying, the energy and the attitude
You
of
said what?
Ben Wallace was always there, while Scottie Pippen needed that energy and attitude to get pushed out of him from Michael Jordan. Is what he's saying, right, Ticket?
You'll get your answer in about 6 seconds. Don't worry.
Yeah, I think he's still.
Yeah. Scotty didn't come in there with that. Scotty was a soft punk. Scotty was a soft punk who was getting slapped around, man. Scotty won't fit to fight nobody, man. Why Scotty? If Scotty came in the league, built like that, why he hit Oak slapping him in the face?
You think Scotty was a bum, and it's crazy, bro.
Hold on, Lucas. With that being said, Ticket, appreciate you for pulling up. Everyone here, appreciate you guys for pulling up, man. We're about to hit our 3 hour mark. Dub show, bro. Like the video on your way out, bro. And it's all love from over here. Merry Christmas. Enjoy the holidays and spend time with your family, bro.
Hey, stop that Kobe disrespect too, man. Stop that Kobe disrespect, man. You need to stop.
Facts.
Mars, I'm gonna cook you another day.
I look forward to it. Thanks.
Yeah.
I look forward to it.
Yes. Sorry, Shamaria. We got you
It's
next
cool.
time, man. Y'all be safe, man.
Be smooth.